Oh.
What?
All right. Okay. We're getting up and running.
Yeah. We're not too late. We're only 3 minutes late. If you're within 5 minutes, oh, that's right. There's too many chords. No, you got it. Go around. There's too many chords over there. Cut it. That's from your phone.
Oh, sorry.
Chief. All right. Sorry about that. We're here. Welcome to Backcountry BSing.
Yes.
We have Sam with us.
Yeah.
He's you haven't been on the show in a while, but
Been
I
a
will
little
say you this is your fourth, I think, podcast you've done with us.
Something like that, yeah.
Ooh, you're loud, yeah. Go a little bit
Yeah.
back. So welcome.
You normally do trip.
Thank you.
briefs.
Yeah,
Usually, yeah.
yeah.
A little bit different times though, so
Oh, we got to turn. Will you turn him down? Yeah,
I'm a little loud.
yeah.
Okay.
We've moved, as you can tell, we've after the debacle with Dan Becker. I told you about this, right?
I don't think so.
So we had a 4-person live stream, and we were, we went for a while.
4 people around this table?
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
Okay.
And Andy's mic detached from the table.
Just like physically the clip came off?
It
of
came off, and
Okay.
it knocked a thing of water on the mixer and just torched the mixer.
Yeah,
So
it was
now
So is that a new mixer I'm looking at?
Yeah.
it's a new mixer,
Oh,
and it's
okay. I
not on the
didn't even
table.
Okay. Some things have changed, but
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes sense though. All right.
All right. So, welcome back. As you can see, we're doing something slightly different with this podcast. It's still going to be a live stream, and put your questions and comments in chat. But we're going to focus this around a key hot issue.
Before you get started.
I got to do the announcements.
Yeah, I know.
You want to do them?
Well, first of all, everybody needs to, right now, we're going to pause while you do this, by the way. We're going to pause. Everybody needs to go over to the Backcountry BSing channel.
Links right there.
Link's right there, and you need to subscribe there. And we'll wait.
I like that. I never give them time.
We're going to
Just
wait.
do it.
But it only takes like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
We'll
yeah.
pour some drinks. While
Okay.
you
It's
go.
a good time. All right. Yeah.
And
In the time we can pour the
you should tell them the
drinks.
second announcement so they could do both of those.
Second announcement, as always. Just head on over to the iTunes and rate this podcast.
Have you done that? We should make Sam do it live.
I probably should since I'm appearing on here.
Yes,
Yeah.
you absolutely
Yeah.
should.
But I don't use iTunes though.
Doesn't matter. Just get on there and just rate it.
But
Okay.
All right.
All right. Sorry. Bear with us, folks.
All right.
Andy,
Okay.
what am I drinking here?
You're drinking Smoke Wagon.
Yeah, we can go
bourbon.
through the bourbons.
That's from the great state of Nevada.
Let's see. All right. So it's from
It's
Vegas.
It's in Vegas, yeah.
Did you get it there?
It's pretty good.
What?
What?
Did you get it there?
Got it in Reno.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Nevada
It's
bourbon.
delicious.
And then because we want to finish this bottle of Weller
Antique.
Weller Antique. So the pretty good bourbon. Stiff pour, dude.
That's a stiff pour.
I trust it's tasty.
Oh, it's real good.
I mean, I guess it is Saturday. All right. Okay. Yeah. As I said, we're gonna center this episode around a debate of sorts. I've got various topics, and then it's going to be an open
I'm looking forward to it.
discussion,
Yeah. Yeah.
About and we have as a group for many years both used tents and hammocks. If you think about it, 10
We
years.
started in tents, but then we migrated. And
Yeah.
So we have experience in both.
Yeah. So it's a good thing for us to talk about. And I've got some current events, as always.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Hold on. We're going to give it about 20 more seconds for people to come back from subscribing.
I'm gonna pull this up at the end, but did you see the current event? I'm just saying it really quick. We won't talk about it. A woman was in an outhouse and a bear got her.
Oh, my God.
Can you give us some more context here?
We'll do it at the end to tease the
Okay.
current event. A woman, I believe, was in an outhouse / porta potty situation, and a bear attacked her.
Just got like Jurassic Park where the dude like is in the outhouse and it just
I don't know.
blows down the outhouse and just eats him right off the john.
That's funny. We will.
What
At
kind
the
of,
end
what,
of,
what kind of
That's
bear
what
was
I'm
it?
imagining
stop.
right
We will
now.
discuss it at the end.
I'm guessing it's a grizzly.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I saw it on the news. And I was like, I gotta go find that link, and then we'll bring it up live. So I haven't read it, but that is the tagline. So
I just want to do a shout out already.
okay.
We've got some people in the chat from Texas. Hope everybody's safe.
Hope you're safe.
Doing
Hope
okay.
you're doing well. Yeah.
Oh God.
My older sister is in Austin, and
Yeah.
she
What's the
just got her
situation?
she just got her power back yesterday.
Yeah, I know a
But
bunch of people. That
yeah,
Yeah.
she was she was able to make a fire. She has a fireplace, and can vent it. Fortunately,
Yeah.
so she was okay. But I mean, it's
I know numerous people.
Yeah, you were talking to
I
me
know
about this.
numerous people that haven't had water since Monday.
or they have
And-
to boil it.
What they've been doing is they've been filling their bathtubs with snow.
It just melts snow.
Melt snow.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy.
Damn.
I know.
Hey, at least in that situation, we got the squeezes.
Yeah, but I know.
I guess you'd be boiling it, but like
Yeah, but how are you going to boil
Right,
it with no
that's true.
power?
Yeah.
Right,
Well,
right.
gas.
Well, you
I mean,
have the gas.
Yeah, I know. Some
Yeah.
people have gas. Some people have electric. I mean, people have died because they're sitting.
Well,
in their
yeah,
cars.
because then they prioritized the gas
Yeah.
to the people that need it for gas instead of the
Yeah.
power production.
Now, here's the crazy thing too: is now the fallout is like the way that the grid works is now you should see the charges for electricity spike.
Oh, yeah, it's super expensive.
And, like, people are
have had like tens of thousands of dollars for it.
yeah, because
Yes.
obviously it's price goes up when more people need it.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah,
And
I
there's
wonder
less
how,
of
how
it.
that's going to be.
There's less of it. Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be go.
So I figure we can start this conversation and we can go through various subtopics of this topic. What? I can't read the comments.
There's already some good bear comments. You're
Okay.
doing it wrong. Says favorite bear spray Glock 29.
I did see that. That's funny. I mean, can you imagine taking a dump and a bear is like coming through the door or something?
That's why you have your favorite bear spray Glock 29 with you.
Oh my God. Okay. So I thought the first subtopic, and I only really thought of one, but there'll be more as we talk, is let's talk about, I guess we should probably compare cost and weight of the two setups of tents versus hammocks.
Yeah.
And which one might be better in that regard.
Are you talking about cost? Okay, so cost to
cost to weight or cost and weight of a hammock setup versus a tent setup?
Well, if cost to weight is what you are solely concerned about, so take out quality of sleep.
Right.
I think a tent
correct.
wins.
We'll get to quality of sleep.
Yeah, tent wins.
What about these new like super light hammocks? They're like 10 ounces.
They're pretty light, but they're not. But full setup, you're still looking at like 2 pounds.
No, not
With,
if you
with,
get
with a tarp.
if you get like an 8-ounce Cuban tarp and like a 10-ounce
Like some
hammock.
really, really light.
That's 18
quilts.
ounces. That's a
Yeah,
duplex.
plus your suspension, that's like 4 ounces.
That's true.
You're getting close. Yeah, you're right. I mean, but I don't know. You know that. Okay, so how much would that cost with the?
Well, that's the next question.
You're pushing like $600-700 with the Dyneema tarp, probably.
That's how much a dynamic.
I
Wow,
know.
a dynamic tent's like five to
So
1,000.
if you're solely going on weight to cost, you're getting a 16-ounce Dyneema tent for like $600.
Yeah, maybe a little cheaper actually.
Yeah, it's gonna win.
It's a high cost of entry, though.
Yeah.
Just for that.
Right. It ain't cheap. Be a baller on the trails. Okay, so you think tent wins?
Yeah, I mean, we've never denied that tents are.
I don't know.
Alright.
I'm with you, but they have these super light hammocks and tarps now, and you can get light underquilts and light suspensions. It won't be as light as the lightest.
Now, I will say this.
Tent setup.
I will
That's-
say
that's-
this: when
that's
you're
true.
when you're comparing cost to weight, and if you were only comparing sleeping pad versus underquilt,
So,
underquilt
and
wins.
this guy brings up a good point. If we're including the underquilt, we got to include the sleeping pad with the tent.
No. Let's say underquilt for a sleeping pad, like weight and cost. I still think
Well, you need a sleeping. Yeah, right.
I still think underquilt probably wins, even though sleeping pad's probably going to be a little bit more expensive for some of the nicer ones.
For
but
sure. Well, no.
Yeah.
A nice underquilt's like $250.
Yeah,
Even the nicest sleeping pad doesn't cost that much.
right. I think an underquilt's going to be more effective for cost to weight, but obviously you
Or
can't
cost
use it.
to warmth.
Yeah, but obviously you can't use an underquilt in a tent.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you will die.
I do like how there's a lot of range though, you know, for a lot of options.
For
you know,
a
like you
hammock?
said, well, for both though, but because
Yeah.
like you said, like you can get really nice quilts for $250, but even at half of that, you can still get some nice quilts.
Here's
Like I got a hammock gear
the
quilt, I
econ
think for
line.
about
yeah.
like $130. It's a
Econ
very
line.
good quilt. It's
Yeah.
always helped me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's true.
Here's some.
There's
here's
not
some,
many of those light underquilts though. Hammock gear.
No,
I
no,
don't know.
yeah, they make
Here's
good
some.
ones.
Here's some good information. Brian Vinci said 8-ounce tarps, 7.5 poltergeist hammock, 7.5 ounce straps, 5 ounce, $450. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
That's a good setup.
Cameron Youngstrom said going to include Dutch's Cloud 71. Yes, 327 grams for $115. Yeah,
Okay, wait. 327 grams.
yeah.
Oh, I'm not ultra enough to know what that is in ounces.
Cloud 71 looks incredible. Seriously considering that as my summer camping hammock in Texas. I agree. I'm tempted by the Cloud 7. If they come out with a Banyan in the Cloud 71, oh my God.
Okay, 327 grams is 11 and a half ounces.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
so
very good.
that's
So
pretty
if they had
solid.
a Banyan that weighed that much, that would.
But the problem with
Banyan would be
but I
heavier.
know you have extra accessories to.
but the problem with the Banyan is you need a little bit more. You need like a little bit more rigidity on it.
Like like you're saying that the fabric has to take on more force.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be true. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, these
Yeah.
guys are geniuses.
Yeah, I know,
So,
I know.
you know, I
It
mean,
is
they
crazy.
made a
Yeah,
lot of things you didn't think could be made.
No, you know what's crazy though?
It's like 11 ounces. What?
when we've been talking to cottage manufacturers and stuff, we were always like, you know, what's the upcoming newest cool stuff? And everybody just says the same thing, that they're looking forward to fabrics, and so fabrics.
That's
are
true.
just,
We
just
have on this
evolving.
podcast. We always ask the cottage vendors like, what do you think is going to be like the technological advances in this field over the next 5 years? And they all say materials.
Yeah.
Like lighter materials.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I guess there's other things it could be, but like design, you could get some crazy. New
I mean,
designs.
have you ever asked them like what's beyond Dyneema?
Nobody
Nobody
knows.
knows. Yes,
It's
in
an open
fact,
question.
yes, we've
Okay,
asked every
okay.
single one of them. No, nobody knows.
No, it's cheaper. It's
Cheaper Dyneema.
Like
It's
X-Pac.
getting cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheaper
yeah.
Dyneema is going to be the advance.
Okay.
That
makes sense.
Which is
Yeah.
still huge.
Oh yeah. Yep. Make more
Um,
stuff out of it.
Okay, so all right. I guess we still haven't crowned a winner in this category.
There's no
before we go to
winner.
the
It's
next
all
one.
personal preference.
Yeah, I guess
It really
I guess,
is a
I
lot,
guess
yeah.
if you the absolute lightest shelter setup would be a tent.
Yeah, but I mean, you could definitely, if you get real anal about it, and Spaguyver's done a lot of cool videos on this in the past. You can get, and shout out to Hunter's Trip.
Yeah.
He's made some crazy ultralight hammock setups. I still don't think you're getting as low as like a really ultralight tent, though.
What do you think?
If you're only concerned about weight, now screw that. I'm
I'm
going
trying to. What do you think the lightest tent you can get is?
probably around the.
That's obviously not a tarp.
Are
but
you
a real
talking?
tent.
So does it? So define tent. Is it like one? Not like a, not a, double
Like
wall shelter.
Not a double wall, but like a real tent. It's got a little vestibule.
You're probably looking at. You could probably get something in like the 14-ounce range if you did like a tarp with like a bug net.
No, but like not a tarp with a bug net, like a real tent. 450 grams for this one. For a Terra Nova, I googled lightest backpacking tent, and this was the first thing. Terra Nova equipment, laser pulse, Ultra One, 450 grams, and it looks like a real tent. What do you think that is to ounces?
That's a
It's
coffin.
like 14, 15
Yeah.
ounces.
See, here's the thing. Yeah, that's
16,
16
yeah.
ounces,
Yeah,
and the
so
Ultiplex is
It's a
lighter than
pound.
that. So
Yeah.
maybe the Z-Pack Solplex, which is their smallest tent, right? That might be the lightest tent. 13 or 14 ounces, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So I think the next topic, and this is something you just brought up, and it will be interesting to hear this group because I think I probably know the answer, but what is more comfortable?
So here's what I'm going to say about this. I think a hammock is more comfortable. However, when we did the hot tent and I slept on a really nice sleeping pad.
This is just one of many conversations
Yeah.
where Andy's back in the tent.
No, I will say, like, it makes a difference having like a really nice sleeping pad.
Dude, I have been preaching
I know.
that for years.
Well, all right. So someone who's been in a hammock for the last few years and
Yeah.
I'm not totally writing off tents. I want to think about them again.
Yeah.
So you said your mind changed in the hot.
Okay,
Dude, we gotta get you.
no,
out.
in the
By the
winter.
way, yes, I do have to get in the hot tent. So, but what were you on?
I was on.
He
Well,
was on my
this-
Thermarest Xtherm,
yeah,
which is the warmest.
No,
sleeping
no.
bag.
Okay, and you've been using that in your tent for a while.
Wow.
right?
No, I have the Nemo Tensor, which I've been using.
I slept pretty well, to be honest.
I have
Okay.
three,
Yeah,
I
so
have
Sam-
three sleeping pads.
So,
You do have a lot.
Sam, in the middle of this hot tent trip, 1 a.m., Kevin and I just get up and we just crushed a whole bag of
Crushed a bag of Doritos when we were at the fire. It's a terrible decision. You wake up at 6 and you're like, I can still feel the fact that I ate half a bag of Doritos.
No, why did you guys do that? Because the fire died? You had to get
had to
up?
build it
So you
back
had
up.
to get
Yeah,
build
build
up
it back
okay.
up.
So does it get cold quickly in there?
Yes, yes.
Just that,
I mean, when the fire goes down, it gets as cold as like just being
just
in a
the ambient
normal-
temperature. Yeah. All right.
So, but when the fire's going, it's
It's nice and toasty.
it's
yeah.
real toasty.
So
Oh, I can't wait to get back in.
the Lush
Well,
says
I haven't even been there.
Tensor FTW.
Yeah.
I will say, so Brian Vinci says hammocks, or hands down hammock more comfortable. I agree that hammock's more comfortable. I'm just saying,
Hands down.
yes.
Okay.
I agree that a hammock is more comfortable, hands down, but I'm also going to give into the fact that these new sleeping pads are a lot better than
They're
what
just
they used to
thicker.
be. Yeah,
Yeah, they're
thicker,
better.
thicker and lighter.
I really hate how, when you have a tent, you just got to hunt around for that flat spot.
That's a pain
You
in the
can't
ass.
always do
Yeah,
that.
That is a
So
huge
if you're able to
advantage.
go, situationally,
You're
depending
you're
on where
leading
you,
us into what will be the next category that you just gave me.
Sam,
So
what
we'll
do you
talk
think of
about
the
that.
smoke wagon?
it's good. I'm sipping on it, as you can see.
Sam, when's the last time you were in a tent on a backpacking trip?
2016. It's been almost 5 years.
And do you remember your tent as,
You had, like,
as
that
being
s-
No,
comfortable?
no, because I had a small thermarest and it was nothing.
Yeah, right.
I'm
right.
talking. Yeah, I mean that thing was probably almost 10 years old.
Yeah.
You had one of
so-
those base camps, too.
Right,
And that
yeah.
was like the thickest one you could buy at that time.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. It wasn't
Like the
bad for that.
self-inflating
But
one.
So
But I
heavy.
just remember, this sucks. I didn't like my
Would you-
sleeping
would
bag
you-
either. But
I'll ask both you guys this: the absolute best night you've ever had sleeping outside, period, has it been in a hammock or
Yeah.
a tent?
oh
hammock.
yeah, for
Easily.
sure.
Yeah, easily
That's
hammock.
a great
But
question.
that's because
I'd probably say hammock with that as well.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I remember the best night of sleep I ever got in a hammock was in Colorado. But on like day 6, and we had done like 15 or 20 miles, and I was so tired, and I was in the dream hammock wide, which is like so comfortable and wide. And on the Colorado trip, we were going to bed like 8. We were sleeping like 8 to 8, like 12 hours a night. And that was the best I've ever had.
Yeah. There's something to be said of like getting into your hammock and you're just cocooned.
It's an awesome
It
feeling.
is amazing.
Especially
really
in the
is.
winter.
Yeah.
Because you heat up so much faster in a hammock than you do on a sleeping pad.
Well, yeah, and I'm thinking about that. The first time I went to Dolly Sods with you guys, in November of 2018, we had that terrible night there where we were just there for the night.
Yeah.
We had to bail. But yeah, that was, I didn't have a setup at all for that. But nevertheless, if I was in a tent, I would have gotten blown all over the place.
So you bring up something that I've wanted to try on a live stream.
Hold on. Shout out to Carl7. He said, did my first night in an Xtherm last night at 25 degrees. Slept like a baby. Xtherm is warm.
Xtherm is the warmest pad I've ever slept on. So one thing I wanted to try on this is like Sam just brought up with something, and we could bring up the video of that
Oh yeah, the tapping.
and do a little thing, and we'll put it on the screen. Like we haven't talked about this trip.
Mute the ad.
Yeah, we haven't
Well,
talked about
it was
this
pretty
trip.
forgettable,
Yeah.
to be totally honest.
It kind of
It
was.
sucked. I mean, it was. I mean, we got out okay, which was important. But I mean, I just remember the hike in, and
Worst
we were
rain jacket.
soaked.
That,
And
that rain jacket was dead there.
Oh man,
This is the trip where I was like, I need a new rain jacket.
So we went to Dolly Sods, and this is in 2018, by the way.
right.
And we call this the tap out trip because we got there. I don't have a lot of footage of the night.
There was. I mean, we were just so miserable, and we were just trying to keep it together. That there was nothing.
So
So it was
really
you
do.
can't-
God, we bushwhacked there too.
Exactly.
And these dudes were there, and I don't remember being super cold here.
Right, when we got there, it
No.
wasn't too bad. It was
Right.
during the night that it got really bad.
Yeah, because I remember waking up in the morning,
hanging out
skip
tonight.
through this, and like, what do you think?
And see, that doesn't look that bad.
Everything
like
was
snow-wise,
frozen, though.
but it
Yeah.
was so cold.
It was
Oh,
so cold.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was, yeah. God.
is that you?
Yeah, that was me.
And I just remember,
You.
I remember we got up. I got up, and there was like, there's no way.
Look at these bad boys.
We're here. I'll mute this. There's no way we're doing another night of this.
Wait, look at how look how
I look pretty
how,
miserable. Yeah.
look how crappy our winter gear was too.
Oh, Sam looks so terrible.
morning gear.
I had like 10 layers on there.
Yeah.
This is why you come to Dolly's.
Hey, that was pretty though. That was pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a great place to go, and it's just that night was particularly terrible.
I remember we were gonna do 2 nights.
So the best was Goat was like
we didn't get
Goat wanted to keep going.
Yeah. No, there was no way that was happening.
Yeah. The best is you came up, this isn't on film, but you walked over to my hammock and you're like, look. You're like, you can keep going for day 2. I'm gonna sleep in the car.
Yeah.
I would have done the same thing.
Go to the
Well, no, because remember, I mean, your shoes were frozen.
shoes were frozen. I'm like,
you had those booties that you had to wear all the way up the hill.
Yeah, and folks watching right now, this is the trip that inspired us to get better at winter camping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was such an ass kicker.
Yeah.
All right. So, category number 3 of hammocks versus tents. I want to talk about complexity of setup and complexity of
Well,
setup,
that's
but,
easy.
but
That's easy.
no. But I want to be like
What this is going to come down to is sleep comfortability.
is that a word? Sleep comfort.
No, comfortability. I'm making it up. We're gonna get merch with that.
Comfortability rating. Yeah.
No, I mean because price is gonna be comparable. Weight is gonna be lighter on a tent overall. It's all just gonna come down to how much do you value sleep.
So, but I think there are people that will get a better night's sleep in a tent.
Oh yeah,
for
they
sure.
will,
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
I think if you are a dedicated back sleeper, a
A
hammock,
hammock is the way to go.
a hammock
Oh yeah.
is there's no question that's the way to go. But if
It
you're a
actually-
side sleeper like us,
Oh yeah.
you know,
I mean, well,
some of
see,
those pads.
You
some
know
of
what's
those
funny
4-inch
is
pads.
going out in a hammock got me regularly, just like when I'm back at home, to sleep on my back. That's how I trained myself to do
Yeah.
that.
Same.
Yeah,
me as well. I can sleep on
too.
my back.
I occasionally sleep on my side, but I hardly ever do now.
Yeah.
And now I just don't care if I can't do it.
so. Another advantage to hammocks
I always
too.
sleep on my side, but I can sleep on my back now
Mhm.
because of sleeping in a hammock. Yeah.
Another advantage to hammocks is, and we experienced this in the Smokies. It's so much more roomy when it comes to setting up and putting your gear out. Whereas
out
like,
tent?
That's what I like
Yeah.
about the options, because some
Yeah.
places you're just, we've been on like the side of a hill and you're like, okay, where am I going to set this tent
And-
up?
and
That is a huge advantage to
it
hammocks.
really
but
is,
tents
yeah.
have an advantage in that, like in the Midwest, trees aren't a problem.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah, some places,
parts
yeah.
of the Tahoe Rim Trail, it's going to be
There are
real
no
tough
trees,
to hammock.
yeah.
Right? Yeah, there's no trees.
Yeah.
So here's another cool thing, and this is in one of the Isle Royal vids, is that it's raining and we're just sitting under the tarp with the hammock behind us eating dinner.
tarp,
Making a porch,
Yeah.
having a tarp
there's really good.
is so much more beneficial than
I value that a
I
lot more
thought
these
it would
days for
be,
some
yeah.
reason. Yeah, maybe it's just because like
because
a couple times I've been out.
better.
Well, I mean, we've had some inclement weather at times where
Having
you're
a
just
tarp
like
is so nice.
sitting right under there. Is
Yeah,
so good.
actually,
Yeah.
remember when we went to Dolly Sods in
Well,
the
yeah,
spring?
yeah, this past year,
And it's just lightning and thunder.
There was a
and we're all
lot of
just
rain
under
there,
tarp.
yeah. So we just
having,
had to, and it was. I
having
was just
tarp is
thinking,
huge.
I only started doing
Yeah.
porch mode in this.
Shout out to my neighbor.
McKelvey.
McKelvey, half of McKelvey Brothers Outdoors is in the chat. Shout out. He actually is in West Virginia right now, or he was last night skiing.
I saw the pics on Instagram.
Yeah. Shout out. Yeah, we got to figure out a trip with him. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I still hate sleeping on my back, but sleeping on my side.
Really,
I mean, it's not my preference.
I will say this: the chameleon compared to the banyan, it's easier to slide sleep in the chameleon.
Yes.
I do a little bit of side sleeping in the morning,
but
just kind of when I'm
Banyan
like
is
kind of
just-
waking up.
The Banyan
but-
is great though.
I know, because you can do
Yeah.
anything on that.
Yeah.
You could almost,
It's just heavy.
It's heavy.
Well,
It's heavy.
assuming you can put up with that.
And if,
Yeah.
if your poles break,
If you're or if you're going out for a short
was-
time.
we made it
Yeah.
work.
yeah, I think there have been some good
Okay,
comments, by the way.
Mandy Bone G said, "I don't want to sleep in a hammock because in the past episode, Andy said that animals crawl under you while you are
It
asleep."
happens.
It does happen.
So what, though?
Wait,
Yeah.
Mandy, I've got a great story.
When did I say that? I don't remember saying.
I don't
that,
know, but
but that's true.
But I have a great story about that. We were backpacking once with David Gray, and he brought a chocolate lab with him, and he lets it out at night to
Yeah.
go to the bathroom. And Andy and I are hammocking, and I literally woke up, and a
dog under your hammock.
black lab's face at night looks like a bear's face, and she was coming to like lick your face because they're like, it's like doing like typical nice dog stuff. But at 1 a.m. when you're deep sleep in a hammock, and if you wake up and there's a black lab, like it's scary as shit. You know,
I've never had that experience.
it's pretty cute though.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
Yeah.
Well, once you realize what's
David
going
Gray's
on,
dogs
yeah.
are awesome.
It's a great dog. It's pretty cute. Yeah, but it scares the shit out of you. Oh, I don't know.
I would like. I mean, how was it taking a dog on the trail? I've never done that, but I want to. I'm thinking about it.
This one guy, Michael Cahill, brings up a great point. You know how many times I've heard a hammocker complain about getting a good lay? Dude, every morning.
Yeah.
There's always a comment about the lay.
You know
Or the
what?
hang angle, like, oh guys, my feet were just a little too
But
low last night.
You know what? I will say
True
this though.
story.
Generally, we don't complain about it. Generally, like when we're setting up our hammocks, we're like, I don't really care.
And usually when I'm talking about, I'm
It's
like, oh,
never
a
really
good
been
lay.
an issue.
Yeah.
I've had some nights where definitely
Yeah.
lay angle was
And
a
like
problem.
calf ridge is a pain.
Yeah.
I mean,
Haven't
if
you?
I'm like lazy about it, sure, but I think kind of recently I've just been a little bit more meticulous about it, especially if you're not like setting up in like a rainstorm.
But
or
you've you've gotten a lot better, like just setting it
well,
up.
yeah, you just get
50
better. You get
times,
practice,
you
and
get
you just
better
know
at
what
it.
you're doing. Yeah,
Yeah, you know, and like when they always say like you always want to have your feet high, like that's I've found
That's not
that's not
necessarily
always the
true,
case.
yeah.
No, it's personal preference.
Like if you sleep on your side, it's kind of hard to have your feet high because you're
It is,
like
'cause
you're
you'll
gonna
just-
be
yeah.
off axis.
Mhm.
Sam,
You know?
you're due for a new hammock.
Well,
I know we were talking
we were
about
talking
that.
about this. So Sam, I was like, save it for the podcast.
I've had mine
Sam's
for
been itching.
I've had mine for 3.5 years now. I've been in the Blackbird.
Yeah, and you love the Blackbird.
It's nice. It's a
Yeah.
good
It's
hammock.
a good hammock.
Yeah, it's
a good
great
hammock.
That shelf, you are going to miss that shelf.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to give that up.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have
I-
to.
well,
There's no other hammock like it.
I mean, there's comparable accessories.
The
Like,
Dutchworth thing I have is a comparable.
I was gonna say exactly that point
Get the
there is
sidecar. Yeah.
to store stuff in. I mean, otherwise, I want to go to a tent, but
Now, when you said you were considering a tent, I was like, what?
well, I'm just thinking about. I'm just want to explore my options. I'm not entirely sold.
Now, what makes you gravitate back towards the tent? What makes you consider
Something
it?
different.
I'm actually just
Really?
something different. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
See, why?
I'm just
trying to- I wanna be able to get comfortable doing both.
Why is
No,
it,
it's not.
Yeah,
but
why
it's-
is it frowned on?
But
to
it's atypical.
Yeah, it is.
And I will say, after having done it for the last year, having it's obviously spoiled.
See, a lot of it.
Having the
I've been
option
looking
to
at
do
you.
both.
I mean, you've been using it for the last year and a half or so. A couple
No, I've
years.
used the hammock interspersed.
I know, but you have you've done a lot of tenting.
I've done a lot of tenting.
You've done
Yeah.
a lot of it, so I'm wondering if that's just
The-
something
the-
just
the-
to be able to situationally use one because I mean,
Yes.
like we said, some places are going to be more amenable.
If
than
like for
others.
instance, if I know I was going somewhere like the last Smokies trip we went on,
Yeah.
where there was a
a
lot
lot of
a lot of trees and a lot of precipitation and stuff, and
you
like
definitely want to go one way.
I would might prefer a hammock in that sense.
Oh, I would totally take
you
the
know,
hammock. Absolutely.
But if we're going somewhere like Tahoe,
Exactly.
where you can be open, and
You're not
be
sure
out,
about the
you're not sure
trees.
about the trees,
Yeah.
and then you want the ability to like camp out in the open. A tent
exactly.
is really good,
Yeah.
and you get the added bonus that a tent's going to be lighter, and a tent's easier. It just is. It's easier to set up.
Yeah, but
I actually think the hammock is easier to set
So
up.
I was going to wait. I was going to say this.
Hold
Hold on. I was going to say complexity as a topic of discussion.
because obviously
and-
we disagree there.
Well, Andy's, I mean, initial reaction was hammock is just from the get go is a much more complicated thing.
No, I say
so.
I say hammocks are more complicated.
I
to set
agree
up.
with you. He's disagreeing. You think a
You're
hammock's
crazy.
It's a great debate.
I think part of it is I'm just so used to it now. Where,
So
Yeah.
I mean, you get the blackbird up super fast.
Yeah,
well,
you do a good job.
it's just what I've been doing.
here's
I
the
just
other thing.
throw it around each tree, and you know.
If you, okay, and this was something I didn't realize before hammock camping. We probably don't mess with tarps 50% of the nights.
Yeah,
More than that.
more than that.
More than
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's-
I'd say
if you are
2/3 of the
not
nights,
setting
yeah.
up a tarp and you just have
It's
good
so easy.
trees,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
it is boom, boom.
And that's totally
done.
coloring what I'm saying because I'm
Yeah.
not even because
That's way
that's like
easier
that
than
almost
that.
doubles your work to
And-
have to worry
yeah,
about the
and,
tarp.
and I will say this: the banyan, well, any like ridge style hammock, it's so easy to set up because
Banyan's
you have to
easier.
you have to just get it tight. You don't have to worry about angles. You just get it
Yeah,
tight.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's pretty. Yeah,
I kind of want to get a banyan too.
yeah, they're pretty comfy.
Yeah, I'm not so.
That's my go-to
I'm a little bit
hammock.
less concerned about them being heavy.
Yeah.
they are, but
Yeah, that's my go-to hammock. Yeah,
I mean, it is a comfy hammock.
It's
until
really
until you
comfy.
break a spread pole.
until
I also
until you're out
also
there
kind
and
of
you break a spread pole and the things go south fast.
but also I would like to have a nice air mattress. Just have it around.
So you have not like
I don't have one of the good ones.
Air mattress technology is like 5 times better than when you last
than
used
what I
one.
had it. Yeah,
Here's
And they
a-
have pump sacks.
Here's a good.
You know, like
I
they
know. I'm just
inflate
looking at what
easier.
you do with it. Yeah.
Here's a good comment. Mark Cummings says, "What about spaceability volume?"
Great question.
Yeah.
Like a pack space and volume.
Well, let's do both.
Or on the
space
campsite,
and, and
too.
the campsite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I like.
I think it packs smaller.
What hammock?
No, a tent.
So the thing about a tent is a sleeping pad packs way small versus an underquilt. But the thing about
These days they do. Yeah.
But the thing about a tent though is like my Dyneema tent, like my hammock system because it's sill, I can squeeze it so tiny.
Oh, hold on. Spaguyver's in the chat.
Shout out Spaguyver.
Yeah, Spaguyver. What, in my opinion, I consider you an expert on like lightweight hammock setups. Like, how light can you get your hammock setup minus your quilt system? So just the hammocks, the tarp, and the suspension.
Yeah, what's the lightest one?
Yeah, what's the lightest
15
that
ounces,
you can get?
18 ounces?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be curious.
With the tarp, with the suspension, and the hammock.
So now something that was just brought up that's an interesting point is like campsite space needed. And I think a hammock
Takes up more.
Take some more. Yeah.
But I think
But
a
you have
hammock's
more
easier.
options.
Hammock is if you're in the forest, it is so much easier to find trees of a requisite distance than finding perfect tent land. You almost
It
never.
almost
find
doesn't
it.
exist.
Yeah, you almost. It's like pine straw. Level pine straw is perfect, and you almost never see it. Although I will say, in Colorado and California, Nevada, all the campsites are just built for tenting.
Yeah, they are. We're like off the
pretty cool.
trail.
Just level pine dry forest.
I mean, yeah, those are fun places.
It's just
like those
it's just
campsites.
it's way better tenting. So
Oh,
I don't know.
1.66 pounds. So probably what, like 20?
I guess Survivor depends. It depends on the tent. A Cuban
Yeah.
fire
If it's
tent,
comfy
a Cuban
enough, that's
fire
totally
bigger.
doable.
Oh shit, we froze.
We did. All right, I'll fix it. I don't know why it does this. I was trying to figure out if it's definitely software related. So yeah.
Can you
Sam.
guys still get? Okay, audio's fine. Yeah, this is the
no,
second time.
It did this.
This
last
happened with
time.
Meldrum.
Yeah. So it's definitely like a.
Weird.
It's a software issue, you know. It's not a it's like it's the streaming software. It's not the camera. Cause see on the camera,
Yeah.
we're moving.
Yeah, we're moving on the camera.
So I have to like reload it. What were we talking about though?
Well, we're seeing if Spaguyver can post.
I saw
Man, you
one.
can
I
probably
saw
go-
1.56.
No. Spaguyver says, man, you can probably go 5 to 6 ounce on a hammock and the same for a tarp. Then probably about the same for suspension and pieces. So 1.5 pounds if you're willing to spend.
So that is the lightest hammock
Yeah.
setup. 1.5 pounds.
Yeah.
That's pretty light.
Yeah, it's pretty light, but it still doesn't beat a tent. If you're solely concerned about weight.
We still have yet to find the lightest tent setup.
I feel like if you're debating between a tent or a hammock, I mean, weight's probably not your overriding consideration.
Right,
You're probably
right.
going for comfort
Yeah.
and some other things, ease of
Now,
setup.
now here's the question too. On the lightest possible hammock setup, I imagine you're giving up some like comfortability on that.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
You think? I want someone to win.
I imagine so. I mean, there's something to be said for just kind of being able to just,
Yeah.
In your tent.
Yeah, and by the way, sorry everybody, we're trying to figure out this issue right now. Yeah, it happens. I don't know.
But then it didn't happen. It didn't happen on the one with Scott.
Jason says now pornography is playing. Oh wait, wrong window.
So this didn't happen last Friday. So-
People are saying that that on average hammock set up a pound heavier. I'd say that's probably a good rule of like general rule.
That's
There's just so many ways you
super heavy.
can run with that, though.
Yeah.
Depending on your how much you want to spend, how much weight you want to sacrifice. And
All right, video, come back. Otherwise, it's just audio.
This is so weird.
Yeah, I don't know why it does this, and I don't want to restart the stream, right? So it'll come back eventually.
Yeah, how did you fix it with Meldrum?
I just kept reloading it, and it like eventually see it'll go black. Oh no! Eventually it came back, like it flipped back. So we'll figure it out. It'll come back. It's usually only a few minutes.
Yeah, sorry everybody.
We'll tweak this. Hey, this is produced live.
Yeah.
and we have no help. So
Weird.
yeah, it is weird because like we could put in the shit cam.
No, don't put on the shit cam.
No. Yeah, I don't want to end the stream though.
So while you're trying to figure this out, I'll give you a few updates. We've actually gotten some requests in various forums to do a follow up with Dr. Meldrum.
Really?
About Bigfoot
You weren't
and Sasquatch.
just-
Yeah, that's real.
You weren't just
That's real. Maybe we have to have like put your questions together for Dr. Meldrum. I don't know if he would do it again.
I think
was there really that
Yeah.
that much
Yeah.
interest?
you guys should have like an opposing sides debate where you bring him on.
No, see, that's the point. Like, it doesn't work. Okay. Like, so he comes out and says, look, I don't disbelieve and I don't believe, but here's the evidence and here's
Well, he definitely says he believes.
but he definitely believes. He definitely believes. But he's like, here's the evidence and here's why that could be plausible. That's it.
I respect that.
I respect that too. It was a
I mean, he definitely is like Bigfoot exists.
yeah, he definitely is like Bigfoot exists. He's had some interesting encounters too himself.
What were the specific?
Remember he talked about his pack got rifled through? Now that could be a bear. Yeah.
And what was the,
No, he's
what-
come
wasn't
across
there a
tracks
wasn't
before.
there like but the tracks were like the only compelling thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, tracks are his biggest compelling evidence in general. And the fact that there's like different like types
Oh,
of
we're back.
Okay, sorry.
Got it.
Yeah.
We're back. All right.
All right. Nice.
So you know what the trick there was? People are gonna laugh. I had to turn the camera off and on and then back on, like on and off again. Just
That's
flip it.
That's like
I'm glad that works still.
Do you ever
Even
watch
these
the
days.
IT crowd?
Yeah. not all of it, but all right. So that's good to know. I don't know why it does that. Didn't do it last. I'll have to. I don't know. Figure it out. All right. Another category of hammocks versus tents.
Yeah.
So what did we recap? We recapped weight and price,
Well,
right? We
It's kind of subsumed into everything.
we recapped
but,
complexity.
Yes.
We recapped comfort.
yeah. And I think we talked about like living space and like
So the next category was going to be like just overall increase in quality of life camping. Because like I think you bring up a valid point that in a tent, it's way easier to rifle through stuff and like get organized and like versus a hammock, you got to do it. You have
well, no,
I'm actually not sure about that, but go ahead.
I was saying you have a lot more space to like spread out and you have like let me give you an example. When we were in the Smokies and you guys were setting up your camp in the pouring down rain, I put up my tarp and I'm like taking my time, putting my hammock up.
Right. A tent wins there.
No.
Oh, sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
A hammock wins there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Setting up a hammock or setting up a tent in a rainstorm. You like that?
I was gonna say,
There's some
this bit me a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more.
It's a Kentucky hug.
great comment. Mission Control says can't make sweet love in a hammock.
True story.
Yes, that's
There,
true.
no, there is
Con.
there is value
All right.
in being able to share
Let's
a
debate
shelter
the-
with something. With
all
somebody.
right. Well,
I'm not
I guess
talking about
that's
trying
what
to bang in one, but like,
well, I
if
mean, you kind
could-
of have to go there if you think about it. But
we can go there.
Here's Arcana makes a great point. Hammocks are better because they are less impact on the environment.
That's a fair argument.
As long as you're using like
you're using tree friendly.
In what terms?
tree friendly straps.
Yeah, there's less in there's
Yeah.
less leave. There's more leave no trace in a hammock if you're not screwing
you're-
up the trees.
like because most
a
like
tent will like
Well,
flatten an area, you know.
I know. But if you're just like flattening an area of dirt or leaves, that's
comment
not
for you.
trace.
Comment for you, Sam. It's 107 proof.
and that's why I'm rating Antique 107 right here on the bottle. Yeah.
He's like, that's
And I mean that's a good
Super
point
alcohol.
because
got that
I am
Kentucky
well aware
hug.
of that. Yeah.
As Travis says, Kentucky hug.
I mean that's the difference between one and the other here. So
MacGyver Backpacking says, yeah, that's the thing. If you string a tarp, you can have a dry place to do just about anything, and your other stuff stays dry.
That is
In a
hugely
single wall
helpful.
tent, it can be
it
tough.
really is. I just
That's
love hanging my
hugely helpful.
backpack like on the tree next to it and just having
Having
my
everything-
stuff right there,
having
but then
everything
like
off the ground is
having my
nice.
immediate needs in my shelf where I know I can just like reach up and then grab them
Yeah.
right there. I just really like.
And I have some. I remember like staying in a tent in like rainstorms, and like you're in this bathtub floor, and you can just see the water running.
know.
all
Being
over.
off the
That just
ground.
feels really weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
being
just
off-
feel like, is this gonna come up and get me?
Yeah, being
You
off the
know?
ground, there's definitely a lot of value in being off the ground.
Yeah.
Another argument by Mission Control says, "I'd rather be drunk in a tent than a hammock."
I disagree.
Yeah.
I'd rather be drunk in a hammock, to be totally honest.
We all have a lot of experience with both options.
That's very true. Yeah.
But like going to sleep after a good amount of beers and
After a happy old happy hour,
in a hammock, I mean, you just melt.
it's just
into the
great.
hammock.
Yeah.
Okay, so DBT Dad's Backpack Trip says, how many times have you taken a tent or hammock, then wished you brought the other?
I've definitely brought a tent and wish I had a hammock.
I see 0 for me because I've
I was
just
gonna
been
say
fine.
not the other way around.
I don't know if
There's
I've ever had.
never been a
yeah,
time
I've
where I
never-
was like, wow,
That's
I
a
wish
good
I had a
point.
tent. Yeah.
Right. That's true. That's a good point.
I think it's just a little bit more versatile.
So another thing, it goes back to alcohol, is peeing. Getting up to pee in a hammock is the worst.
Yeah, it's awful. Put your shoes on. You have to find them. It's not. I don't think it's it. But
It's
in a tent, you're
slightly
crawling.
better.
You're crawling in a
It's-
tent.
I
slightly
can totally
better
put
than
up with
10.
that because I've done it so many times before where it's like 4:45 in the morning. You're just like, I'm not going to get these last 2 hours of sleep unless I go out to the bathroom. But I'm just like swinging my legs right out there, and I can put up with it. But I can see how it's
are you
slightly
peeing
worse.
while like your butt is still in the hammock?
Oh, no. I get out
You
and
get
get some
out?
space.
Okay.
Yeah. I've always done that. No, because then I have to like walk him out and pee in
That's true.
a few
That's true.
hours.
That's true.
Nobody cares out there.
Well, I know nobody cares, but I just don't want to do it.
Your first step
Well,
at 7
I know,
a.m.
but I mean-
you're
I mean-
in from the night before.
Who knows what else is going to be right outside there? You sprayed all over some of the other gear you have.
God, that's a good point. I wouldn't have thought about that. Yeah,
I mean, what are you gonna do? You're doing
Yeah.
a tent. You got to get up and get out anyway.
it's true.
So,
It's
yeah.
true. You can kneel and pee out like your vestibule.
Yeah.
If you've got 2 vestibules, choose one. You know.
Again, then you just
Been
have
done.
then you just have a puddle of your own pee out.
I'm gonna do a shout out to a YouTube channel.
All right.
So I'm gonna shout out, and they're in the chat. Dad's Backpack Trip DBT.
Yeah,
Check
we
out
saw
their-
him at Zaleski.
Yeah, check
Sam
out their
met him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was there. I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching your videos. You guys crushed too many miles.
Yeah. Yep. That's cool.
Oh,
Oh, Frozen's here.
Frozen says, wait. So you don't have to go outside. Wait.
You guys don't
I-
pee from the hammock? No,
No.
I've never peed from the hammock.
I haven't peed
I've
from the hammock
considered
yet.
getting a pee bottle, but it's still a weird. It's
yeah.
still a weird position.
I'd just rather
I-
get up and go.
I just don't care. I just
It is a
don't.
pain in the ass, though.
It's a little bit of a pain. I just don't care. I mean, I realize what I have
Would
to
you
do.
get so they make devices for like
Of course they do.
Like people bedridden so they can pee.
All right, well
And
that's a
you
different
can-
need.
People
yeah.
bring those
I
to pee in a hammock.
I know.
No, you just pull Bryce.
I'm fortunate. I can actually get out of the hammock and do it.
Bryce uses a pee bottle like every night.
Yeah, he does. I've used a pee bottle before.
Yeah,
in a
it's
tent.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe I just don't know something.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. You're the
All
one
right.
thinking about going back to tents.
I'm giving it consideration.
Okay. I'm trying to think. What
You got to
other-
spend like $250 on an awesome sleeping pad.
Mhm.
Oh, I would.
No, well, it depends
I
if
would
you
want
want
to get top of the line.
Well, it depends. Do you
I
want?
have
do,
to.
do you want
You
to get?
have to.
Do you want to get a warm one? Do you want to get one you can use in winter? that's
I want one that's max comfort. That's my biggest.
But
Okay,
not
so
not
250.
not temperature. No, 200. No, not 250.
How much does the,
Yeah, but I
the
mean-
Nemo cost?
The uninsulated Nemo is like 150 max.
What's
Wait,
the
how-
insulated
yeah.
Nemo?
Like
Miz-
200.
How much does the
All right,
how
so
much
so
does
may as
that
well get
weigh?
the insulated one then.
The insulated one weighs 24 ounces.
That's pretty heavy.
It's so comfortable. It's probably twice as thick as your thermarest.
Yeah.
Like in terms of
But-
quality of sleep,
but-
and it packs down. It packs down like you still have one of the big ones.
I know, but I can get a quilt that's gonna weigh like 13 ounces.
This is funny.
An underquilt
Underquilt, yeah.
that weighs 13 ounces.
So-
yeah.
Really?
Well, possibly.
That's
I'm
light
just trying to
for
compare
underquilt.
it.
Let me make a comment here on a faithful viewer. Micah Risher says Kevin has a squatty potty, doesn't he? We mentioned that on
We mentioned that in the last one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
talked
commended
about
him
it.
on that. And I was very proud of it because I got mine like 3 years ago.
True story.
One of the greatest gifts I ever
My,
received.
my wife is hopefully watching, but so Sam's gonna laugh. Yesterday there was quite a lot of like plumbing related sounds coming from my bathroom. She's like, "Did you install a bidet?"
Maybe.
I didn't respond to it, but yeah, I did.
Wait, you have a bidet in there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
$100.
I'm actually very impressed.
Did you just put it in?
It almost
put it in
inspires me to
yesterday.
want to get one in my
It
bathroom.
is
Damn it.
without a doubt the best $25 you can spend.
Wait, it was
No, no.
$25 bucks?
$25.
Where'd you get it from?
Amazon.com.
all right.
You know why I got the bidet? Specifically because of the toilet paper nonsense last March.
Well, I mean, you don't,
And
have to
it's
explain,
better.
you don't have to explain to me why you want to get
right,
that. But,
and it's
Yeah.
better. But the impetus to do it, why it took me almost a year, I don't know. But the impetus was, I'm not going through this nonsense where there's
Where I have to be-
I have to be worried about like
I have to
can I
go to
get
the
toilet
store,
paper?
go
Yes.
2 blocks
This
up to
is
Giant Eagle and
ridiculous.
get this
Yeah.
toilet paper.
All right,
Yeah,
hold on.
$25.
To weigh in on the peeing versus hammock versus tent.
Is
Outdoors.
this really that big of a deal?
Frozen says, I find it easier to pee from the hammock than the tent. I dread the tent pee. Gotta get on the old sore knees. Find the
dread
zipper
both of them.
Of the tent with the headlamp. With the hammock, don't even need to see much.
I feel like I feel like both of them are just equally dreadful. You have to get up, you have to rummage around for your junk to put it on there like your headlamp.
Yeah.
Put your shoes on or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Now that you actually talk about the process flow,
Just go
texting
before.
my wife
I mean,
order
I mean,
food.
go before you go to bed. But I mean,
yeah, but if you so that is the
Right.
best strategy you can
that,
do.
that would be, but
just go.
I know we all do, a little bit of drinking
Yeah.
before we go to bed, and it's a little bit unavoidable. So, you should be drinking a lot of fluids anyway.
Yeah, Ali says, I knew it.
I texted my wife.
Wait, so it's only $25?
Yeah, I mean,
That-
I got
that's
the
really
cheapest
impressive.
one. I got the cheapest.
I'm probably
one.
going to get one of those, maybe 2.
Yeah, Andy's going to check it out.
He hasn't.
So I
seen
have
this.
it turned off.
Dude, that's like what it
You see the hose there, yeah.
That's like India.
They know it.
They have like a hose next to the
So anyway, to get back to backpacking, Andy's in the studio bathroom now checking out the bidet I installed. I'm not gonna lie, it was more of a pain to install than I thought it would be.
Is it really that big of a pain?
No,
though?
it's not. I'm
mean, you just had to put in like that.
You just have to install T-valve. It's
The-
not
the
bad.
T-valve,
But there-
yeah.
I don't know
there-
if that's an
there-
official bidet.
there
That's just a
was-
hose.
It's a hose. It's a sprayer.
Yeah.
I mean, in my book, that counts.
But they make ones that like warm the water and like
Yeah.
this one is
So you
Ice.
can get like
This
very
one
sophisticated
is
ones.
ice cold.
I
This
bet
is
you get,
waking
I
you
bet,
up.
I bet you get water everywhere too.
No, you don't. But installing it, there was a lot of water.
I could see a
And
waste of
bonus
water on
points. I now have a very, very good understanding of how a toilet functions.
That's always a good thing to know.
It is a good thing to know.
It really is. Yeah.
It is a good thing to know.
Have you ever seen those? Like,
I basically had to reassemble
have
it.
you ever seen those like these like fancy ass Japanese toilets that are basically robots? They have like controllers.
Yeah, this is like you have a garden hose attachment. It's fair. You know, I didn't know if whatever. So anyway, back to real backpacking. So we've covered a variety of topics in the great debate.
I still think the conversation, or it's just personal preference on sleep, and you'll never know until you try both.
Okay, here is another thing to discuss when it comes to comparing these two things. And this is a good, valid point. Just gear availability and variety.
Okay.
There are so many more tents you can choose from, underquilt or sleeping pads.
But ultralight?
There's a lot.
There is a lot, but there's a lot of hammock stuff.
I think
too.
we should.
There are a lot of hammocks.
I think we're kind of in a golden age of lightweight.
Wait,
traveling.
Hold on. Good call out here. Brian Vinci says
Costco bidets $200
with heated seat and warm water and heated dryer.
The heated dryer would be a nice feature.
It's just kind of like one of those automated hand dryers. It just directed the other way.
I think it is. This was $25. That's not because I
might want to spend a little bit more on that if I know I'm going to get a hot jet of air to dry me off there. Yeah, maybe I'll have to install it and let you know.
Just get one of those like festival fans, like the battery.
Yeah,
I don't know. Okay, my wife's ordering pizza.
Oh,
Don't bring it down though. You don't have to bring it down just for later because she's gonna want some, unless you want some.
I would eat some Granddads if Granddads came down here.
We'll see. We still got another hour to go.
Jay Perry says for the money, the Lanshan is nice.
Yeah. So that's the other thing. You can get super cheap hammocks as well.
Yeah, but I will say, and this is great to see that the light-ish tent market is growing phenomenally.
Like, what do you mean? Like Outdoor Vitals?
Budget lightweight tents.
I haven't been paying so much attention.
Like you can get the like.
I'm listening here.
Yeah, you can get like the like the Lunar Solo by Six Moon Designs for pretty cheap. You can get those Dan Durston tents for pretty cheap.
I mean, the Durston tent's 2.5 pounds though.
Well, you can get you have the big one. You can get the smaller one for cheap.
That's true.
Be
careful.
Kevin, how much does your tent setup weigh?
Because 15 ounces.
The entire thing. So like you only have like 2 poles or something.
One pole.
And it's your trekking
and
pole.
it costs $500. I mean, I didn't pay $500, but
I'm not concerned about that. But it's a good setup.
Yeah. It's a great setup.
Okay,
it's a great setup
because it's Dyneema. It's a tent.
Yep.
It covers everything you need to do.
It's got a nice vestibule.
What are the downsides of it? I've never really heard you complain about
like
it.
Outside of your shoulders, you've got like probably this much room on each side.
Okay, so it's a little tight.
It's a one-person tent.
Here's a downside: not having flat ground.
Yeah, but he's talking about this tent.
I'm talking about this specific.
I mean, it's a one-person tent, but it's the roomiest one-person tent I've ever seen.
Okay.
And it's made for tall people, so it's taller. It's taller, and you got that much on each side, which isn't terrible.
Yeah. I'm just, and you have the.
You get the vestibule.
Vestibule on the outside. How much space do you have for that?
Fairly good size. Probably half of this table. If you cut this table in half going this way, probably that much.
Okay.
It's a decent amount.
Thinking about things like that.
You can try mine. You've been with me when I've used it.
Well, yeah, I know. I've been there a bunch of times there. So
there is, I mean, having a 15-ounce tent is nice.
Yeah.
They're huge. Yeah. You're like, oh, hammocks are coming. Yeah, but there is a lot of value in having light equipment. You know, 15 ounces versus 28 ounces for my just for the banyan tent. And then you throw, even though I have a super light tarp, the tarp's still like 12 or 13 ounces. So you're looking at 40 ounces versus 15.
Because you
That's
don't
2
have
pounds.
You don't have to have a tarp for the Durston tent.
So
No,
it's
it's part.
just-
It's
just
the
tiny
tent.
bit- Yeah, right.
It's
Yeah,
just the tent.
That's actually a great built-in feature
But-
there. So
but
consider that.
But consider this. There is value in having a tarp backpacking.
Yes,
having
sir.
a
For sure.
tarp
Yeah, just to
is so
put
much
you
more
over.
is so much more
be able
useful
to-
than having
just
a
be able to
tent.
sit under it.
Right.
You know?
It's hugely
because like
helpful.
when we went to West Virginia last year,
Yeah.
it rained a few times.
Like if it just
and it was great
like,
to have
like
that
if
there.
you're just hiking and like a deluge comes,
Yeah, you
if
can just set it up
you can
right
just set it
away.
up really
Yeah.
quick.
Yep.
So
And when you get to camp, you can
I
set
really
up
like
instantly.
having that,
It's very valuable.
That's what I like, the hammock.
hey,
That's why it's a great debate.
Mike's Trail Archive says, do you keep your pack inside or outside your tent?
So in the Altaplex, I keep it outside because
In the
Interesting.
vestibule?
in the vestibule, or I hang it up
Yeah.
on someone's hammock.
I mean, yeah, because usually
Hang it up on a tree.
Usually, yeah, we just hang it up on a
Yeah,
tree.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, if you have to cover, you have to cover
If I
it.
have to
but
cover
I mean,
it, it's
See,
not
this is
coming
the
in
nice
tent.
thing about the hammock. I hang everything on the tree straps.
oh well, yeah. I just put it there too.
And
I just put on
hang
one
my
of the
shoes,
ends. Yeah,
too. I'd hang my shoes.
put
too.
my shoes, but then I could just stick all my junk right there in the pack, and
Yeah.
it's right there. It's just all together. That's what I really like about the hammock.
So
too.
Spaguyver makes a really good point, but the downside of those super light tents are they are all single wall, and the condensation is horrible.
You do get condensation.
I've heard you talk about condensation a
get
lot in there,
condensation.
and I hate condensation in the tent.
So okay,
Yeah, I mean,
never get it in
but
the
it's
hammock.
like it's there.
okay,
Just
I know,
don't,
but it's-
don't wipe the side of your tent. It goes away. It's like
Okay.
it's not like a deal breaker.
I want to
No,
talk.
no,
and you
you're
get
right.
it on a tarp. Not that I mean, it's
I
further
know, but
away,
I know, but the
obviously.
tarp's away from
Right.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about this comment because this brings up a really good point, and this should be something we might make a video on. Buckman840
Hey,
says
this is a good point.
with a tent setup you need
Another
to add
huge,
a chair.
Huge win for hammocks.
However, with a hammock it can be a chair by itself. So here's my
But we
comment.
never use it.
Yeah, so here's my comment, Buckman. You're right. Sitting in a hammock as a chair is fantastic. In a tent, you're on the ground. But here's the problem.
I never do it.
Right. We
Never, because we have chairs.
Well, the reason we
If
never
you
do
do-
it.
Exactly.
If you, yeah.
But here's the thing. You can never really get the hammocks all positioned perfectly so that you can just
You're not
like,
hanging
Especially-
out.
especially-
You're
You're not
like-
hanging
like-
out.
You're not hanging
Or,
out.
or
And
around
we
your
hang out.
fire or something
yeah.
like that.
And
Right.
so
exactly.
And so a lot of people
I don't think we've ever done that.
no, because we're too far away.
Right, because
Too
we
far away from the
position them to be, you know,
Because you have to hang your
where-
hammock
where
so
the
far
trees
away.
are, yeah.
And from the fire.
and
You can't have
I
your
don't want to
hammock
get
right
like
against
embers
fire.
all over my.
Right.
So
right.
another comment that people have made on our videos is like, chairs are great. You guys should consider hammock chairs. And like hammock chairs are great.
Same problem, though.
But the same problem is you're limited.
Super light, though.
Yeah, you're limited on where you can put them. And so we like to hang out around the campfire. And so like
But the chairs are so versatile because like when we take our breaks, you know, we just like to bust out the the
Yeah.
chairs for a chair break. You know,
Wait.
everybody knows that.
Dude, we
And-
got the first. This guy looks like Ross from Friends.
Oh no!
I don't see it. I
No,
don't see
but
it.
true story.
I really don't.
That's why I'm
Mission-
trying to grow the beard right
Mission
now. so it
Control, true story. This has been a reoccurring topic of conversation for the last 20 years of this guy's life.
I honestly don't see it, but you get those.
I'm
No,
really
I
glad
see
you
it.
don't see it.
I used to not see it, but if you go back and rewatch this video, you see it. That's sorry. That's just it's
Yeah.
been we brought this
All
up
right,
so
all
many
right, yeah.
times to Sam.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Jesse-
he leans into it sometimes.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
I
It
don't
could
see
be
it.
worse.
I don't see it, but you get
could be
that
a lot
comment
worse.
all the time.
I've gotten it before. Yes,
Dude,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Friends, he's a paleontologist. That's cool.
Is he? He studies
Yeah.
Except nobody knows that though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
He could have been a lot
do you think he's the
cooler.
worst Friends character?
no, he's not. He's
No,
not.
He's one of
Joey-
the main ones.
Joey's
I like Joey.
yeah,
No,
Joey's the
no,
worst.
no.
Jo-
I like
Joey's-
Joey.
Tries too hard.
Chan-
Yeah, I
Chandler's
mean-
the best.
Yeah.
to be
Chandler's the
totally,
best.
I hated that show.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I
hate
don't
that
love
shit.
that show.
Do-
I don't.
do not
I
like
do
it.
not love that show. Agreed. But Chandler's the best.
True.
Chandler's the best.
Oh.
Monica's the hottest.
Okay, Arcana says just bought a chair quilt from Dutch, game changer for gold trips. Yes, we need those.
Yeah, we need
Okay.
those. REI
Yeah.
makes one as well.
Spaguyver
You
says
definitely
that,
noticed that. In the
oh,
winter.
here. and Spaguyver says the same thing. I don't like hammock chairs that much because you are
Should we,
not really facing each other and not sitting like.
Exactly.
Should we have a?
We can't, like, hang out.
Should we bring Spaguyver in?
Yeah, yeah,
So wait, we're gonna. Should we like phone a friend?
yeah,
I'm trying to find my mouse.
I mean, we should all be pretty competent in doing that these days.
yeah. Mark, we're gonna call you.
Mark, I'm gonna call you. I want to hear Mark's thoughts on any of the things we've discussed. Okay, Mark. Here's the deal. You are not going to be able to see us because we don't have the camera up.
But we'll see you.
But we'll see you. And so Mark, I want to hear your thoughts. Because of the 30-second delay, we'll probably be calling you before you see us telling you about it.
It's really that bad.
It's 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not Mark Gordon. So I typed Mark Gordon into Skype. Should we show everybody?
Can you please broadcast that image?
Yeah.
Spaguyver?
Yeah. Where is it?
Should you be telling everybody his last name?
He's vocal about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's this guy. All right. We'll see if Mark picks up on the fly. I'd like to hear. So he is definitely like one of the most definitive, like, resources when it comes. Wait, oh, he's ghosting us. That's okay. He's definitely, when it comes to hammock resources, one of the most definitive.
No, I always go to Spaguyver on this stuff.
And I go to Frozen as well.
Oh yeah, Frozen's way
And
more
Shug.
educated. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those are our go-to. Okay. So are there any other, we've probably done a pretty good job.
Mandy Bone G says no. Phoebe is best.
Phoebe's pretty awesome. Phoebe's pretty funny.
Josh, and I agree with Josh, says The Office is greater than Friends, of course.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's not
But
even
the
a
real
question.
question is Seinfeld better than The Office?
Yes.
Seinfeld's better than both.
All
yes.
right, okay.
Yeah, those are our go-to.
What do you think? What do you think about the? Yes.
We can see you. You can't see us.
Oh man,
Yeah. You're not gonna be able to see us.
yeah. I gotta mute you guys.
Yeah, you gotta mute us. You listen to us. We are also gonna get Mark's thoughts on his favorite Friends characters. All right, so you've seen us weighing in on these like 5 or 6 topics. You've been very active in the chat. What are your thoughts on any of them? I appreciate you looking up weights.
No, I have a question though. You're like,
Those were all guesses. They were all off the top of my head because I wasn't gonna look that shit up.
yeah. Do you think you give up a lot of comfortability with like an ultralight hammock setup?
Yeah, because we've never slept in one.
Not really. I think that it's more if you can get away with the weight, with the weight of the fabric with your weight. But I think the Cloud 71, Dutch had over 1,000 pounds sitting in that thing, and it didn't break. So
I saw that video. That was pretty ridiculous.
I think that's one that he's only got it rated to 220 pounds, but I think somebody quite a bit bigger could get away with that. There may be a little bit more stretch with it. I don't know. It had a hell of a lot less stretch than I thought it was going to. And I think that I want to say that hammock that I had was like 3 ounces. So I mean, it's super super light.
Wow. Do you think
3 ounces?
Yeah. It's
That's
less than an
stupid.
ounce. It's 0.71 ounces per yard. So I mean, if you're talking a little over 2 to 3 yards, I mean that's under 3 ounces. Then you've got the continuous loops at the end and whatever stitching you've got on there. There's not much. I mean that is for a netless hammock. So there's that.
Okay. How much would it be with the lightest net you could put on it?
So I want to say that the Poltergeist is what Trailheads has done, and it is 7 ounces.
So 10 ounces.
7 ounces.
But with the hammock, 10 ounces total.
No. It's 7 ounces.
You mean with the
hammock
tree
and-
straps?
Oh, okay. No, he's saying 7 ounces with the bug net and the hammock.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculously light. What about with the tree straps?
I mean, I've got tree straps that are under an ounce. So, I mean, you're talking 8 ounces.
Okay.
Mark, do you think Dutch could pull a banyan off in that lightweight fabric?
So we've been talking about it, and I want him to. I've asked him to. I told him I'd pay to have him do one, a prototype. Um, they've hinted that they're going to do a prototype, and I'm going to be pissed if it's not mine.
That's pretty funny. That would be sweet. That would shave off a lot of weight.
Probably shave off like
I'd
4
be
or 5
willing to try
ounces.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could pull it off.
Yeah. If they, Mark, how you been? You been good? Staying
It's been crazy.
Yeah?
We had a bunch of snow.
Yeah.
We've had
Oh right, you're by the death zone.
Yeah, record-breaking cold temperatures. We went like a week without any water here because our pipes froze. So
Oh shit.
we just got it back, so we're good now. Yeah, it's been, and then work's been crazy. I haven't gotten out nearly as much as I want to, but that's going to end soon. I'm 2 weeks from now. I've got another trip. So
Where are you going?
Just local over into
Okay.
Arkansas.
Well, it's good to see you, man. Thanks for taking our spontaneous call in.
Yeah, and thanks for the education.
And
We always need to phone a friend on these.
I know
topics.
we got her on like our speed dial for these sorts of things. He's called in many times. Good to see you though, man. I know you can't see us live, but good to see you.
Yeah.
We'll do a trip soon. I promise. This year is going to be the year.
No, we still got that one we've been talking about.
I know. We were going to do it, and then COVID hit in March, and this is life now. So, all right, man.
And I still got to get back out there to finish the trail, and since you guys are
Yes. Hey, you know the invitation is open to meet us and come with us this year. So.
Yep.
We have a celebrity sighting on the Tahoe Rim Trail. All right, dude. See you, man.
All right. See you.
It's always good to do that.
Yeah, it's nice to bring.
Don't you like the
experts.
I
like
Collins?
experts coming in.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
and if you've not checked out Spaghetti Backpacking, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask him his favorite Friends character. B, his beard's looking really good.
No, he looks.
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking good.
He looks.
Yeah.
Jacked.
I'm getting there.
So all right. So Sam,
how's that Kentucky hug?
yeah, I was gonna. Yeah.
You
What do you
feel
think?
warm?
What do you think of the weather? You
I
need
feel
some
a warm
more.
embrace.
You need a little bit
I
more.
really-
So
We're an hour in.
Hold on, I'm back on.
I think I want to try something
know.
different.
I'm back on.
We have a whole tray over here. Yeah.
No, do you have the green down here? Have them try.
I have the green.
Here, try the
I have everything. Wait,
There is so much bourbon and whiskey over on this tray. I really wish we could get an image over here.
You can kind of see. So I started this tray like a year ago, and people. So here's the thing: probably 5 or 6 of those bottles have been gifts to us. Oh, we're giving Sam good bourbon.
No,
This
Andy,
is
what is
better.
this?
This is better than this is better than most of the bourbon. This is the McKenna 10-year, $50 bottle.
So
Very hard to
This
find.
is a privilege to sip this
Yeah, you ain't just
wonderful spirit.
Yeah, it's good. You're gonna love it. So this is the opposite of this. That's very smooth. What you're about to try.
I think that. No, I think
Right,
that's
this is
butter.
not smooth.
No, I think the antique is butter.
That shows you've been drinking a lot. Try it. What do you think?
This is pretty smooth. That had a lot of bite.
Try
to
that.
it.
Try that. Let's
All
get
right,
your live
so-
reaction. So it's
McKenna
the
10
McKenna
here.
10.
So this
Bottled
is the
and
McKenna
bond.
10. No. As opposed to what is that right there?
This is the Weller
So
Antique 107.
that's 100 proof.
I
As
thought it
opposed
was-
to the 107.
No, bottled and bond is 100 proof.
Okay. All right. This is
Okay.
107. Get live. And swish it around.
Oh, it's a lot smoother.
It's so smooth.
Yeah, yeah.
I told you. Yeah, it's good bourbon.
I think I almost cringed a little
No,
bit.
I
with
like
that.
this.
Yeah.
I like the 107. But I like it better than the special reserve now.
Interesting.
Do you want to go through some of the current events?
Let's go to current.
Okay.
I like your AP bill there.
Okay, true story. I was looking at solar panels and I was
that's how you got on that.
True story. My wife is watching this. I am currently, and something's awry. I am currently consuming as many kilowatt hours as I am in the summer when I have my AC going.
That makes sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Wait, no. Wait,
do you have
is your
any gas
heat is your
here?
heat electric?
No, it's gas.
Oh, that's fucked.
So that's weird. So
That's effed up. Yeah.
Trying to figure it out.
but
now, having
what are you
said
consuming that for?
Having said that, my electric bill is still not expensive, and this house is very efficient. But there's no reason I should be expending as much energy if my house is gas heated
Yeah.
Now than I am in July.
I agree.
And it's been slowly ticking up since December.
Bitten on the butt.
Yeah, just wait. All right. It's been slowly ticking up since December, and I don't know why. All right.
Okay. Is that a?
This is real.
No, but bitten on the butt.
We're going to see.
Let's
All
see.
right. Here's what it is. Alaska woman bitten on butt by bear. Great alliteration. Bitten on butt by bear during visit to outhouse.
Pictures of black bear.
Yeah, it's Alaska, though. So it could be a grizzly.
Okay, hold on. So Shannon Stevens, she was on the commode in Alaska.
Chiliad Lake, Alaska, and a heart-stopping and a bit painful moment when she came butt to face with
Sounds
a bear.
like an understatement.
Yeah.
I just sat down and the thing bit me right away. So that's
So was it
interesting.
in the outhouse?
How does
What?
that happen?
I'm
really-
Okay, she was still standing there with her pants down.
They're talking about the right after it.
She said, I said, what bit you? Where is it?
She'd
She
be
said,
nipped by
in
a
the
mink?
hole.
A cinnamon-colored bear face.
Oh, so is it, wait, cinnamon bear? Would that be a grizzly?
It was in the hole.
Wait,
So
like-
they opened the lid to, they said the commode. So I'm
Wait,
assuming
so it was underneath.
I'm assuming it's like
I feel like we have doing a lot of translation right here for some reason. I
Canadian.
mean,
So
this
it-
is like Canadian news.
single puncture. That's good.
Wait, so it was underneath.
Maybe it wasn't a bite. How do you not get a bite but have a puncture wound?
So she's going to the bathroom in a hole.
But
I'm
she's-
assuming it's
but
like a pit toilet.
Yeah. No, it was probably like an outhouse above the ground.
She's in a
And
yurt.
the bear,
No. Eric Stevens was inside the yurt on his property about
Okay,
25
okay.
kilometers when he heard the sister.
nipped
Wait, hold on. He heard a scream from 25 kilometers.
Wait, what?
That
Let's
doesn't
just
make
call
any
it meters
sense.
for.
Yeah,
for
it must be 25 meters. So
That's
this
kinda
guy
far away, though.
was in a yurt.
She'd been nipped by a mink or something smaller. He found the sister with a puncture wound on her bum. She was still standing there
So
with her pants down.
Canadian.
He said, "What bit you? Where is it?" And she said, "In the hole." Oh, and shined the headlight
Yeah, there
down
was a
and
bear.
opened the lid. Okay, so there was a bear in the bottom of the outhouse.
So I can't even begin to imagine what sort of psychological trauma
that had
would
to be a
cause
tiny
me.
bear underneath there.
First off,
Irregardless.
Possibly a juvenile.
Irregardless,
Somebody nips you.
If someone in the chat
While
knows
you're-
how is a bear getting into an outhouse?
No, because they're built off the ground. So,
So
some of them are.
so why? So but the bottom, the part below them is still like barraged off.
So you dig it down, and you put a structure on top like a big box.
Mhm.
You put the box off, so it got into the box between your ass and the ground,
Okay.
and that's how it did it.
I have a rough idea what's going on.
Yeah,
Why is a bear down there? That poor bear.
the bear
It's probably a juvenile.
was probably very hungry. It was
Probably very
eating,
hungry.
eating
It
human
was
crap.
eating shit.
Yeah. Bears before.
Somebody said, "What year is that article? Is that new?"
No, that was on the news like yesterday, February 19th, 2021.
Oh, yeah.
So
I like how they have a picture of a black bear, but they said it was a cinnamon bear.
Well, they said a cinnamon face. I mean, that could be a black bear.
Yeah, so Wayfaring West says bears can figure outdoors as well unless they're locked. And like some people have outhouses set up where like it's not dug down and you're like crapping into like a composted like area.
So why is a bear? Will bears
Yeah.
really?
They're eating.
They're eating human,
Yeah.
human shit.
Probably.
That sucks. I gotta look at so
Maybe they ate. So Mission Control says maybe they ate lots of moose.
that's funny. Okay, so the next.
Okay, here. M Soko said composting access under the floor of the privy. Yep. Oh no, we're not doing this, are we?
So two things. All right, so the next, you haven't seen the headline of what I was actually trying to show. So the next current event is going to be this, but I want to talk about this for a second. So the current event is, there's two current events on this page. One, Texas, like literally people dying, and Ted Cruz going to Cancun. So here's the thing I will say about
It's
that.
a good way to avoid the political heat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. I will say, unlike a lot of people, Ted Cruz immediately started apologizing and owned up and flew back to Texas.
Right. And I want to point number two.
So at least he like,
Yeah.
point number 2 is Ted Cruz's wife works at Goldman Sachs. Why aren't you flying private?
Yeah. No, point number 3.
You could have avoided this entire situation.
Hold on. Point number 3 is Cancun is amazing.
Cancun is incredible. And I told you I'm trying to get him.
Point
to
number
come
4. I don't want to talk about the reasons I probably can't come to Cancun.
Point number.
I would love to come to Cancun though.
Point number 5. There is now a direct flight via Southwest Airlines from Columbus, Ohio.
I really
to
want to go to
Mexico.
Cancun.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of flying to Denver.
Point number 6, Cancun is amazing.
Are you going to Cancun at the end of May?
I don't know.
So here's the deal. Cancun gets a bad rap because of the spring breakness of it, which does suck.
Yeah.
Well, not at the end of June or
No,
end
but
of May.
you go to the nice resort part of Cancun. So there's 2 parts of Cancun. There's downtown Cancun, which is like dirt, which is like typical Cancun.
Yeah, Cancun.
And then there's like nice
Quiet.
Because Cancun, so Cancun has the same climate because it's so far east in Mexico. It's the Caribbean. They call it the Mexico Caribbean. So it has the same climate as like the Bahamas. It's not like going to like Cabo, which is on the west side. So it's easy to get to, and they have like nice beaches. Anyway, the real story here was this.
Yeah, Oklahoma lawman proposed.
So I wanted
Bigfoot.
to talk about this 2 podcasts ago, but then I didn't want to give away the fact that we were having a Bigfoot expert on the show. Check that out if you haven't.
I wonder if Meldrum would agree to this.
So that's what I want to talk about. So like, when you first read that Oklahoma is trying to propose a Bigfoot hunting season, you're like, that's a little wild, but like, why not? I mean, there are actually a lot of reasons why not.
There's actually a lot. But
Exactly. Why not?
No, the only reason they're doing it is to draw people into to buy tags and stuff.
Right.
It's more for show.
It would be interesting if
It's a
some
good money
folks
maker.
would actually display their killed Bigfoot samples.
That
to,
would be hilarious. Bringing a
wouldn't it be
Bigfoot into
great?
like a tag
Yeah,
station.
yeah.
I got one. And we're like, oh shit,
I'm
Jerry, we
I'm
didn't
gonna
think
put
that would
this on my
happen.
wall.
Yeah, it's like,
This is the first
oh, shit.
Bigfoot on my wall.
It's like you get the head mounted.
I would love to see that.
Oh, wow.
Who would not like to see that?
It's like, oh.
I drew a female tag this year.
Oh shit, we didn't think Jerry would get one.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah. I didn't think about the fact that it's probably a way for the government to make money.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
that's probably the.
Well, I mean, is there like a severance tax?
No, but
for
you're
like-
gonna buy tags.
like a per Yeti bagged or what?
No, but you're going to buy tags.
I'm just
and that's gonna
I'm
go
just
government.
waiting for this dude to like show up at a tag station with a Bigfoot.
It's like a big, like strangely shaped bag. Like nobody
you do
knows
that.
what's in there. But
It looks like a human body.
well, I mean, yeah, you just like stuff like. Who knows what you could put?
Okay, so
Trust me, this is the dead Bigfoot right here. You don't want to look at it. It's gruesome.
so one counterpoint is like, if you're saying you're gonna allow them to shoot like human looking things, I feel like the amount of accidental human deaths is going to
because
increase.
there's some morons out there like, oh shit, like we game on, we can get them.
If you see anything that looks like a human moving at night, you're gonna shoot it.
Yeah.
Okay, so an actual hunting related current event is, and I wanted to use this as a segue to talk about black bear hunting in general. So
Careful.
Missouri,
Careful.
I guess it's a hot topic. Although F bears, I'm pro hunting them. Although I mean,
Right.
dude, how cute.
What are the black bear populations like that?
How we're gonna talk about this. How cute
All right,
is that bear?
that is a
look
very
right there?
cute bear. By the way, that is a
That
cute
is
bear
a
cub.
cute bear.
Yeah, but where's Mama?
I don't care. I mean, that is a cute animal. I mean, look at how big those ears are.
Yeah, no, it's a cute bear.
So, okay, you bring up a couple points. One, I have no. I have
Wait,
no,
what's the article? Missouri's doing a bear season?
They're going to open a black bear a trophy hunting season.
That's
So-
fine. Most states have, like a lot of states have black bear seasons.
But there
I don't
are
care.
several states that have black bear that don't have black bear hunting seasons.
That's fine too. That's up to the state. I don't care. Like it depends on the numbers.
This
and
is
the
recent
ecology.
too. This is recent. So would you guys ever go hunt black bear?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah. If it was
No hesitation.
yeah. If
Especially if they needed, you know, a little thinning the ranks out in a particular state.
I would argue we need thinning of the ranks regardless of how many bears there are. But
if it's
say that.
If it's
I'm half
ecologically
joking.
sensible, yeah.
if it's in
Yeah.
a place where it's where the
I
population.
mean, I know it sounds unfortunate,
can
but I mean,
support it.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we, you know, we have the deer hunting laws here because
so
we have
here's-
tons
so
of deer here.
Let's look at our state as an example.
we have like one black bear.
Yeah,
we're
we
not
used to be-
hunting
Well,
black
yeah,
bear here.
Exactly.
We used
It's
to
not
be-
black
no, no,
bear
no.
here.
We used to be
Elk.
Everywhere
Used to
in
be
the
a lot,
Midwest.
yeah.
We used to be teeming with black bear and elk. I don't know what to do with the elk. Maybe not elk.
The
No,
elk
definitely
are like
elk.
West
For sure
Virginia,
had elk.
Kentucky.
Definitely
Yeah.
So I know we hunted the black bear in this state out of existence. Did we do that to elk?
Yes.
See, that sucks.
They've been reintroduced. Not in
Yeah,
Ohio,
they
not in Ohio, but in the East they have been reintroduced.
They have been reintroduced in Wisconsin.
They-
They have them in
I
Kentucky.
think
and they
so,
have them in
Kentucky, yeah,
Pennsylvania, and
yeah,
I think
yeah.
They have them in Michigan. But so we used to have tons of bears, and we hunted them out of existence. They're now coming back.
Pretty much.
So would you support? Because it would probably be voted on, or there'd be something. Would you support an Ohio black bear hunting season?
If the population
Probably
could-
not. No. They
Not
need to
right now.
proliferate more.
Not
No,
right
I'm
now.
not saying right
Not
now.
Oh.
No.
Wait.
I'm saying if it's on the ballot, are you voting for it?
Not now. no.
Not now. No way. No way.
No, it's not going to be on the ballot now because there's like
You mean if
there's
the-
one black bear in the
But,
state.
I know, but maybe in like 10 years.
No.
I'm saying
if there's
I'm saying because this is a partisan issue. I'm saying
why is it a partisan issue?
I mean there are several people on the political spectrum that will vote against any sort of hunting.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, like, you know, if you want to hunt black bear, there's plenty of places. There's tons of black bear elsewhere in Ohio. But
There's,
I mean,
no, there's not.
no,
Not in
there's
Ohio.
not in Ohio.
They do exist.
No.
Sporadically.
Exactly. No. I'm saying outside of Ohio,
Yeah.
there are other places to hunt black bear.
Yeah.
But so I'm saying, as far as hunting laws in Ohio,
I'm
So-
saying, are you voting? Are you going to vote to allow the hunting of black bear?
probably not until their numbers are up.
I'm saying, assume the numbers are up.
Oh, well,
because it's
well,
not going to be on the ballot.
I know. I don't want to eliminate black bears in Ohio. So
No.
yeah, no. Then.
No. If the numbers could support it,
If the numbers
That's what
would
I'm
support
saying.
it,
If the
right,
numbers
right.
If the numbers
If the
could
numbers
support it, would
yes.
you vote to allow it?
Oh, yeah.
Not
yeah.
Not everybody would. Is what I'm saying.
I understand that. Yeah.
Which is
Right.
is an entire.
That's
other
a different
interesting
conversation.
conversation.
Yeah. Right.
Because
But-
I fall on the biology side.
Assuming it's ecologically sustainable, yes.
But you could make the argument that it's ecologically necessary.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I don't know about absolutely. In a
You
In
could
a-
make that argument. I don't know if somebody
in an
has.
environment that was totally unmolested by humans, which doesn't exist, you would not need any sort of population control.
You probably would not,
artificially, because they would balance each
Well,
other out.
By
We-
definition, it wouldn't exist.
But it does not exist.
Right.
So some people, I would argue that hunting might be necessary
here's a cool
yeah,
comment.
yeah, that's fine.
versus, but a lot of people will vote like hunting is as a sport thing, or a lot of people will vote, I don't ethically agree with hunting. Like it's a multifaceted issue.
Well, I know it's a political thing mixed with
It's very
mixed
political.
So
with the scientific. You know,
But I
motivation.
argue it should only be science driven.
yes,
Well,
absolutely.
I agree too.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, if the population can support, I want nothing
Like
more.
deer are a fantastic
Yeah,
example.
I want nothing more than black bears to like thrive in Ohio.
we
I
have-
want to thrive in
we
Ohio
have-
too. Yeah,
we
yeah,
have
they should.
way too many deer in this state.
Yeah,
and part of the
we
reason
gotta,
is
we gotta get
that's
some
what we-
grizzlies in
that's
here.
what
part of the
we-
reason is we hunted.
have tons
in
of
the-
'em.
Well, in the 1800s, we hunted bears out of Ohio, and because of that, over the
We have
next,
tons of
over
deer,
the next
yeah.
100 years, we have way too many deer. So it's like, what do you? I mean, just
That's why we're one of the best hunting
so now,
states in the country.
now,
yeah.
now they tried. I mean, Ohio has fantastic whitetail hunting laws because of that.
all over the place.
Yeah, they're all over the place, and people actively hunt them. But part of that is they're all over the place.
They have no
'Cause we-
predators.
because we screwed up the hunting place in the first place by
know,
over
yeah.
hunting bears. You know, so
Yep.
it's like a
Exactly.
Here's some good comments. Hold on. I just lost it, but there were some sweet comments here. Jesse Wright said, or wait. Some people were talking about how they live in Ohio and they have bears already in Northeast Ohio.
They do have bears in Ohio, but they're not.
Yeah. There's isolated bears, but I mean they're by no means widespread.
Do we want to go back and revisit our Sam? Maybe you need to be drawn into this. What caliber for bear protection?
Yeah, we've talked about this before.
Well, Sam,
because at some point we're gonna have to face this fact.
So Sam,
I know we're going.
First
out
off,
there.
I did a little googling. Next, we will still continue to discuss what to take down bears with. But
I mean, there's only really one bear minimum standard.
No, this is another fiercely. You could go back and forth on what to do. But anyway, so there are black bear in Ohio. They're not common. So what happens is black bear from other
we
neighboring
haven't seen them.
Black bear from other neighboring states come in during mating season to find some black bear ladies, and when they don't find them, they ultimately leave. But over the years, like people have been hitting them with their cars. So I mean, look they use the cutest pictures for these articles. That's a cute. I mean, that looks like a dog.
Yeah,
a murder dog.
No, it looks like a Bouvier.
I have a black shepherd in Malinois, and it's comparable to a black bear.
Oh, okay.
Officials advise residents to move bird feeders higher.
Okay, hold
really?
on. Guys, we got calibers coming in. 44 Magnum, 10 millimeter, 350,
45, 357. Yeah. I know everything a little bit a step above.
Kevin's a shotgun guy.
Oh, I'm a
slug guy.
Deer slug into one of those things. Like that.
That's
I mean,
kind
you
of
have to be
obvious,
super
yeah.
close.
You gotta be within like 50 yards, but you know.
Okay. All right.
All right. So I don't know. We're talking about bears and calibers, and I don't know.
We're not going down that rabbit hole, right?
Oh, okay. This is
wow.
great. So,
interesting.
what is this?
Wait, what are those?
This is a tablet.
Are those sightings?
This is a tablet dashboard.
What are those numbers?
I don't know.
Coincide
Those are counties. Those are probably incidents.
Well, obviously, they're counties. I think these are incidences of
probably
bears?
bear sightings.
I'm trying to read this. I don't see them. Okay, here we go. So we are here, right?
Yeah.
No, we're here.
Yeah,
We're here.
yeah.
We got one in Franklin County.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
I'm running on the path downtown. I'm like, if a bear is here, they can easily kill me.
That is nothing, by the way.
What?
One.
Yeah.
That still means they're in Franklin County.
No, I'm glad to see this. This is great.
This is very cool. I
That
knew
is
they'd
a very
be here.
isolated.
So
incident.
they come from West.
Yeah,
They
they
come
come
from
from
and
south,
West Virginia
southeast.
and Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, where's this dashboard? Here we go.
You know, it's interesting too because
Give me the OD
we're starting to
website.
see signs at like Zaleski and Shawnee.
Guess what the next article is? Yeah. Bitter in the ass. All right, sorry. You say we're starting to see instances?
No, we're starting to see signs at like the Ohio places to backpack.
They
of,
put
like,
them out
bear
there, yeah.
activity. Yeah.
Mhm.
I know,
and we're just like,
I hope that. I think that's okay.
In the hot tent, you're like literally cooking barbecue right where you sleep. It's not good.
Oh yeah. How do you deal with it?
we just
don't.
do it.
We just did it.
Don't.
I mean, look, Mohican only had 4 bear sightings.
Good
I mean,
enough for me.
But so if you were in bear country and you had to use the hot tent, you would just boil
No.
water in it and then walk out and eat.
God, that would suck.
It would suck. It's so awesome just having a skillet full of barbecue food and just eat, like eating it in your sleeping bag.
We can't just have like mounted machine guns on
You
the
could.
perimeter.
You could.
True story. I was watching the movie Congo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Exactly. I was thinking of
That is the worst movie ever.
So bad.
the motion detector machine guns for
The laser fences.
yeah.
lasers. So honestly though, you know they have electrified fences you can people backpack in with.
Hold on one second. Lisa Williams.
It's no machine gun though.
It's a machine gun.
Hold on. Lisa Williams says a bear visited Clear Creek Metro Park.
That's in Lancaster.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's kind of far away.
I mean, it's an hour from here.
It's less
It
good.
is an hour from here. Yeah.
I mean, this one is in Franklin County. I want to know. I
I
want to
know.
know the
I know.
details right
What's that?
now.
What's that 7?
Franklin
Just
County
the southeast. Or yeah.
Bear.
Oh, okay, Spaguyver says it makes a good point, but normally you're using a hot tent in the winter, and bears do hibernate.
Wait, bear attack in Franklin County?
What?
Dude.
from last summer.
Okay,
They
so
killed a 95-year-old guy.
wait.
What?
Oh, this is Franklin County, Florida.
Okay.
Sorry. It's a true story. I always forget that they have
Still.
they have black bears in Florida. That's always a weird thing to me. Like you're on the beach and there's
They've got a lot.
yeah.
Florida's
Hey.
Florida.
Have you seen the videos of like a section of the Florida Trail where you're literally walking
It's a swamp.
miles through swamp and knee-deep water?
Like they don't.
That's
They aren't
insane.
concerned about alligators.
That's insane.
And then you have bears there.
They have bears there too,
And pythons.
And alligators and pythons.
and wild boar.
And those damn wild boars.
Yeah, they have everything. But I'd be more worried about alligators.
Yeah.
You're walking in like waist deep water for miles.
I'd be more worried about things other than probably alligators.
Really?
I don't
Snakes.
know. There's like bears.
Snakes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't care about the snakes.
Really?
You
You're
know
the
me.
registered
snake guy.
Yeah,
You're the
I mean, I don't care about
snake
the snakes.
Don't they have very venomous
No,
salt water?
no, no.
Like copperheads?
Hey, by the way,
Get
I want
outta
to
here.
Sam, I want to mention this. We asked Dr. Meldrum where are Bigfoot like concentrated, and you know what he said? Anywhere that there are black bear.
Yeah, which surprised me.
So he just like takes on the black bare hands. Like you think you're a predator? You
No, I was like, what is the geographical range of the Sasquatch? Like, are they just in British Columbia?
that's actually an interesting question.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I asked
Yeah.
the world's leading scientific expert on Bigfoot. And
He said
anywhere there's
as a general rule.
anywhere where there's
How
where there's
general
black-
is that rule?
anywhere where there's black
We're
bear,
like
which
New
is-
Jersey.
Yeah.
So
I was like, there's black bear in Pennsylvania.
Do you think like a predator could take on like you know the predator?
Yeah.
Pew, pew,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
yeah.
We did not discuss whether predator
But
could take
Sam,
on Sasquatch.
hold on. The best was the first 5 minutes of that conversation. We're already talking about Bigfoot's dick.
He led with that.
Yeah, he brought that up.
So he understand Bigfoot's got like a
No.
dick of
No.
conversation.
No. So, all right. Sorry, people. We're
It smells
9:33.
like Bigfoot.
No. So we, if you haven't seen this, I literally Googled Bigfoot erection and did images.
Yeah, I think you have
It's
to Google
not a
Bigfoot's
good
dick.
thing. No.
No, there's a video.
Here's what he said.
There's a video.
There's a video, like one of the most compelling. I'm not going to pull it up.
yeah,
on the
don't
screen.
put that up there.
There's a compelling, like one of the most compelling evidences of Bigfoot is this video. What's it called?
I forget. But
Andy read the book.
Yeah.
It's a firsthand. I guess I shouldn't
some-
say it in quotes. It's
they're-
a video account of Bigfoot. And
they're at a campsite. They're in an RV, and they catch a Bigfoot walking across, and the Bigfoot has a
he's erect.
yeah.
He just whips it out.
No. He is fully torqued. Like it's just a Bigfoot.
Why?
Because he is saying the Bigfoot was in there as some sort of mating ritual.
Yeah.
You see this behavior
in primates.
in primates. They're walking around torqued. Like it's not like,
Okay.
but I didn't know about this, and we started talking about this
and we're
video,
like,
and he
right.
was like, "Yeah,
I'm not really familiar
he's
with
like,
it either.
He's like, and the Sasquatch had an erection, and then I was like, wait a minute, we're 5 minutes in this podcast, and we're talking
Why?
about Bigfoot's dick, because he was saying the Bigfoot was at that specific site
Yeah.
as part of of a mating ritual,
Yeah.
and
And
he
been
was
observed
torqued
in
and ready
primates.
to go, and in primates, like
How successful are these Bigfoot in these rituals? 'Cause
I
feel
don't
like-
know.
I feel like those guys like the only Bigfoot around there. Like,
well, I asked him, I was like,
are there
we're
like Bigfoot females that just
Well,
happen to be
Yes,
around?
yes,
Yeah, we were
yes.
like, why aren't there more Bigfoot? And he's like, well, you
Yeah,
gotta have
yeah, where
Bigfoot
are the other
females.
Yeah,
And-
where are
and-
they?
And he's like, there just aren't that many of them because they're so dispersed. And like,
Imagine
so here's
that,
The thing.
yeah.
Imagine this, though, like black bear, they travel miles and miles to copulate with the black bear
Right, yeah,
female.
but they avoid people.
Right. So
for
if
the
you
most
if you
part.
assume that if there are Bigfoot, there's way less of them than black bear, and this is one of his arguments.
Yeah.
They're so geographically dispersed.
And Sam, here's a good point.
I'm going to
the
show up
odds
at
of
this
them-
campsite of humans with a boner. It's like, this is how it's going to
That's
happen.
kind of what he said happened. It was like an RV park, right?
Yeah.
Seems unlikely.
I mean,
It's on video. It's on video somewhere.
The story got a lot less credible.
A lot less credible.
When Bigfoot's boner was brought into play. Okay, what can I YouTube to find it? We can watch it live.
You gotta Google. Hold
No,
on.
it's like the Patterson footage,
No,
right?
no. The Patterson Gimlet is the most famous one. where
Isn't that this one?
No. That's the female Bigfoot walking across the sandbar in Oregon.
Bigfoot footage erection into YouTube. No, I can't. There's
This is
no.
bad.
Okay. Okay, what's the one you were talking about? The
Patterson Gimlet.
Patterson Gimlet.
Yeah. Film.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he
This is the
this
female.
one. Oh, that's Dr. Meldrum talking. So I'm not going to play this obviously. So but what we're talking about is
Everybody's seen it.
Yeah,
right,
this is the famous one. That's the female supposedly crossing the
this
sandbar.
footage is supposedly I thought this was the footage where they were torqued.
No.
Okay,
no.
that's different.
No,
Okay.
this is from the 60s.
Okay.
Camera. Frame 3.
Yeah, that's a female, supposedly.
Really? I mean, like
They took prints of this. Everything.
Okay, so this is it.
This is the most.
This-
No.
wait,
The most compelling argument is footprints. Still,
Did they get footprints from this?
they did.
Okay. So this is it. This is the smoking gun for Bigfoot.
No. They say the smoking gun will always be random footprints that are captured.
But they have footprints from this. But this is the
That's
best.
like not a smoking gun.
So
Shut up, Sam. Shut up.
but let's look at it this way. Let's say that this right here is actually what a Bigfoot looks like. Like they are right.
Dude, Oklahoma, you can shoot these.
This is what you're hunting.
Well, yeah. So why haven't we seen more of them?
Sam,
Great question. Sam.
because
Now,
there
what I
aren't
said
very
was,
many.
we asked them. I mean, part of it was there aren't that many, but I was like, listen,
There should be some.
if
there are.
here's the thing,
Right there.
we've got total propagation of cell phone cameras now, so I think we're gonna see it. If it does
exactly.
exist.
So we're all dem bodies at.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I'd never actually seen that. That's that. There it is, folks. That's
I've
what they
seen
look
that.
like.
I've seen that before.
That's the Patterson Gimlet from the 1960s. A lot of controversy around it, but that's one of the most, according to the book, compelling arguments. And they brought in a bunch of experts to like see if that was a costume, and a few experts said no way in heck that's a costume.
This guy just brought up a great point. Game cameras everywhere.
Right. I
Where's
agree.
the game camera?
Right.
footage?
No, I agree. And then Sue
Why is it
Taylor.
not a costume?
Show me the bones.
Yep.
Sue.
Yeah, we
great
asked-
point.
we asked
Sue
Sue.
about that.
It's just so,
It's just rare.
But here's his point. Here's his counter argument to show me the bones. How often do you see black bear bones?
Right. You do. I mean, never.
Yeah.
Right. I know.
Well, I mean, nobody's looking for black bear bones. Everybody knows they're
Also a
around.
fair point.
No.
We've known about black bears for a long time.
Yeah. So another point that was brought up here was DNA, and I agree. This is a little weird. I'm not sure, but
That should be
No.
basically the definitive argument.
Okay.
We should be able to sequence the DNA.
So let me tell you the argument for the DNA.
I mean, DNA is coming from hair or bones.
Yeah. So
They have hair.
Yeah.
They have hair
Well-
that they don't know where it came from.
but they can still sequence it.
No. So here's Sam. Get ready to be like pissed off. The DNA argument is that it requires, since they are so close to humans, that it requires a special type of DNA sequencing that not a lot of people are.
I don't know
do.
anything about this, but that just sounds wrong. That's an excuse.
But I will say that there are DNA samples where they can't figure out where that's come from.
Oh,
Yeah. And then there was DNA.
Sam is a skeptic.
And
I
then,
am a huge skeptic.
and then there are DNA samples where this is human, and then the counter argument to that is, well, we don't sequence it enough for the finite differences between humans and like primates.
Which is a fair. It's a point.
It's a point.
I mean, to find the
Yeah.
differences between, it's way harder to find genetic differences between a human and a primate than a human and a piece of wood, a yeti. Now, Sam, I did ask him, and I was a serious question. I was like, is the abominable snowman the same thing as Bigfoot? And the answer was yes.
That's actually a very good question.
So
Because
the
I've been watching, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for the last few years, and that thing comes out,
Yeah.
and that Yukon man,
that's a Squatch.
that's a Squatch.
Yeah.
That's a very
but
satisfying
Sam,
thought. Yeah,
Hey, by the way,
Sam, can you not see the allure of Bigfoot? Like, you can see the allure of
I
it.
see the allure. I just don't see the science.
It's fun. It's fun to talk about.
It is fun. I'll give you that.
Micah Risher says Bigfoot prefers the Banyan Ridge.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
cool with that. But
All right.
Yeah.
because I mean he or she is a being of larger stature.
Yeah.
But,
Big.
but the Banyan's
Big.
not super long.
And the Banyan, I think you got to stay under 250.
Yeah, and Bigfoots are like
Bigfoot's
6 to
probably
800.
Bigger. Really?
Big.
Where did
Bigfoots
you
are
got?
big.
Oh, is this in the book?
Yeah, 6 to 800.
800 pounds?
800 kilograms.
No.
No.
6 to 800.
Yeah.
Six
Sam,
to- 6 to 800.
2,000 pounds. That'd be 800 kilograms.
That's a big ass living being.
So wait,
Yeah.
how tall?
I don't know. Over.
So if they're 800 pounds, they gotta be tall.
It's like 7.
800
8.
pounds is a large animal.
Yeah.
It's a large
6 to
American.
800.
I mean, a jacked, huge, 7-foot tall human is probably going to be like 400 pounds.
Could be at most 400 pounds.
Yeah, people are thinking, "Oh, you guys got to read the goddamn book." They go
I'm not reading. I'm not.
There's a lot of analysis. So the best. Okay, let me tell you the story.
Kevin
of
of
the book.
all people should know about scientific literature.
But that's why I want to talk to this guy. He got tenure. I mean, he's produced peer-reviewed scientific literature on the footprints.
Okay, so
He's the only scientific. He's the only one. He's the only one out there.
Okay,
that is taking a scientific approach to it.
Yeah, I agree.
How many journals publish Sasquatch literature?
It's not under the guise of Sasquatch. It's under the guise of hominid species we haven't discovered.
That's a little bit better. All right.
I mean, Sam, what do you say to the footprints? Huh?
I haven't seen them.
They exist. They exist.
Yeah, they exist.
And they're big. They're big feet.
I'm sure pictures
big
of them
foot, Sam.
exist.
Well, no, like
Well,
molds
it's
of
a
them.
big,
So-
yeah, it's a big foot.
Hold on.
It's a big foot.
Let me tell you.
It's self-fulfilling prophecy. This is a big foot here.
Yeah, that's where the name comes from. But that exists, whether it's fake or not. I don't know.
Right.
Okay, hold on. I want to tell you the story from the book. So, a bunch of dudes are out in the wilderness, specifically on an expedition to find evidence of Bigfoot for like 30 days.
Squatching.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're squatching.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to do.
So they find tracks and they find what they believe on a riverbank is a Bigfoot sitting down and lowering himself down or herself down the riverbank because it's on a big edge and it's mud. And so they find this print of like trying to like lower themselves down.
Of an iguanodon?
No, hold on. of a Bigfoot. And they find tracks and
I
stuff.
didn't know this.
Yeah, it's in the book, and it's actually a famous mold cast, and you can Google it. But the hilarious part is, so they do all this analysis. They're like, based on the depth of like the ass muscle and all this stuff, and the handprints and stuff. They're like, it's most likely. So they're like,
It's probably just somebody.
no. It gets better. So they're like, it's most likely this type of hominid, and based on the hands and like the feet and where they're positioned, that type of thing. And they're like, it's probably this type of Yeti. And then they're like, or it's an elk.
Yeah, that's
Was this in North America?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Just
pretty
have-
cool.
Hey, Sam,
You can look
just
at,
have an open mind.
yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Here's another thing. You cannot be as a human, like we cannot. We have not discovered everything.
Alan Watson says
very true.
It took at least 1.5 hours to get to Bigfoot's dick this time.
I know. We should probably go back to
Probably a good
backpacking.
sign.
All right, we'll go back to backpacking.
All right, I think. Okay, so we've been doing this almost 2 hours. Sam, we haven't thoroughly discussed the new setup you want to get into. I know you just mentioned you want to get new gear.
I want to, yeah.
But so you want to get a banyan?
I don't know. Can we talk about that?
Well, yeah. That's
Talk
that's the
about
whole
it.
point. Let's talk about it. Are you gonna get a tent? Are you gonna get a sleeping pad?
I'm thinking about all these things right now. They're very exciting thoughts.
So
Because
what's
I'm not
gonna?
sure.
What's your budget?
That's good. That's the first question.
We're gonna act like new to hammocks.
Okay, well,
You've got a tarp, you've got an underquilt.
I have some things, but all right. So I'm not really thinking much about the budget. I just want to think about my enjoyment.
Yeah.
What do you value in a piece of gear?
If I'm sleeping in at comfort, I'm
So
most valuing comfort and then weight.
So are you going to get a hammock then if you value comfort the most?
I'm not sure. That's why I want to think about some of the tents. Because I'm thinking about an underquilt.
Tent technology has improved many fold since you last were in the tent game.
I know that's why I'm kind of excited thinking about it.
Yeah. I don't know.
So that's why I want to give it a thought.
Would you get a trekking pole tent?
Oh,
Like something
for sure.
stupid light?
Well, I'd probably have to because I already have my own. And then if you want to put, the vestibule,
Yeah.
usually you have to put
Vestibule.
one.
Vestibule.
Let's put that on merch.
That's we're putting comfortability in vestibule.
Comfort.
Oh God. Now, what's your timeline here for getting this?
Well, this year, of course.
But like, I mean,
Should we hold on?
I'm talking like
One
3
last-
months
yeah,
ago.
All right,
Yeah.
Sam.
You should probably give me
all right.
another cube.
all right, we're gonna
and-
kill this. We'll go another 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
When's the
Nobody's-
last time you were out? It's been a while.
It's been a while. I'm getting the itch.
Yeah, you haven't done any winter backpacking, correct?
I haven't. No.
Not this year. All right, we're gonna
I
kill
do.
this.
Good. Thanks.
All right, kill that. So Sam, we've been discussing. So I don't know if Jay is still in the chat. Are we going fishing next weekend? I don't think so.
Not with this snow.
Not with the snow. He's down there right now, though.
Yeah, but he's in a cabin
There's
probably.
nothing
He's
to do
skiing
right now.
Yeah, he's skiing. Yeah, skiing.
I
He's
was
at
ski-
Timberline.
I was skiing in Seven Springs the other weekend.
Really?
Yeah, first time I ever went there.
Really?
Yep.
Pretty good for 3 hours away.
It's
Yeah.
it's pretty damn
yeah,
good.
it's pretty good for 3.5 hours.
I have a season's pass to snowshoe, which I've
Right.
been doing, which is really cool. But Seven Springs is pretty fun.
Do you like that more than snowshoe?
Yes, because it's closer.
True story.
Snowshoe is like 5.5 hours away. This is 3.5 hours away.
Yeah, that's true.
I can do it. Yeah, snowshoe has something you can't get elsewhere, but Seven Springs is closer.
There's a lot of comments I'm trying to look at.
When was the last time you guys skied?
It's been a while.
I know it's been a while.
It's been a while. I didn't ski at all this year
Yeah.
because freaking COVID.
Freaking COVID has thrown a wrench into a lot of things.
So I was talking to my wife about this. If you were like last March when this happened, there's no way I thought we would be like this a year.
well, of course
plus.
not. Nobody did.
I mean, I thought it would be around, but we're a year plus, and it's still. I mean,
Still got
we're still working
lockdowns.
from home.
Still working from home. Yeah.
Restaurants aren't back. We are so far. Even in Ohio, it's fairly opened up compared to some states.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And even Ohio, we are nowhere near back to normal. And I don't think we're going to be back to normal.
Not till summer.
And now I don't even.
At the
I
earliest.
think I don't even think summer.
Probably not,
And-
maybe not even.
And
then.
this mask situation is gonna, even after like summer when everybody's vaccinated,
I
it's
hope-
gonna take everybody a while to get back.
I've been preaching this now. I think if you're sick, regardless of what you have, and you got to go to the grocery store or something, just wear a mask. And hopefully this destigmatizes that.
Yeah.
Because even people getting the flu, that costs healthcare dollars, it costs us money in our health
that
insurance
was a
premiums.
problem before this.
It was a problem before that. And if you wear a mask and you knowingly have the flu, your odds of giving it to someone else are probably reduced. I would assume. I don't know the specific
Not specifically. but yeah,
science
you're
on
right,
flu
though.
and mask, but I would assume it just makes sense. And I hope, but like before this, like even if I wanted to wear a mask, I wouldn't because people would be like, what the hell is that guy doing? You know what I mean? But now I feel like it destigmatizes it. Like even when this is over and I want to wear a mask just to like, because I'm gross and sick, I feel like I won't feel weird about it.
It'd be more acceptable. Yeah, and
Yeah.
hopefully it'll be overall total public health will be better.
I think people are definitely going to be washing their hands more.
I
Another
hope
thing,
so,
I
yeah.
think
and
contactless
then-
economy is only going to get.
and then also like tons of hand sanitizer stations everywhere.
I think a whole
Yeah.
lot, like, I mean, offices will close, and people are working from home.
We haven't even discussed.
We
the
haven't discussed
economic
that. I mean,
impacts of it.
that's a whole nother
That's a
topic
whole
of
other topic.
discussion.
I think
yeah.
day-to-day life, like I think,
Not
people our age, food delivery was already getting big, but food delivery and grocery delivery.
I will not do that. They screwed up way too much.
They do. They do screw it up.
No. So I've never had
Screwed
an
up
issue.
way too much.
They-
I've had
I'm
zero
I'm sorry.
issues.
I've had it from Kroger and is
I would
not
say
good.
I would say any sort of grocery or food delivery, I would say at a bare minimum 1 out of 10 experiences they F up.
Really? I've
Yeah.
never had any.
I feel like that's
screwed
too
up.
much.
That is too much.
It is too
But
much.
would you say that 10% figure is accurate?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It should be like 1 in 20 or 1 in 30.
Yeah, something like that.
And it's just like, come on.
That's why I just rather go there by myself.
I know.
I do it way
did.
too often,
Andy and I
yeah.
did go to a bar last Friday.
It was nice.
It was nice.
Where'd you go?
We went to Endeavor.
We went to Endeavor.
Oh,
We sat at
You
the
know,
bar.
Time.
we wore masks going in. Obviously, we got to the bar and we took 2 seats there. We took our masks off, obviously.
sure.
And they sanitized
They
everything. and
sanitized
we
everything.
were spaced away
and-
from
I mean,
everybody.
There were probably 30 people in the bar, which is more than I thought. Everybody was spaced out in various groups.
And you couldn't get up without putting
You
your
got
mask
up, you
on.
put your mask on, and it was totally fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
And the bartenders wore masks.
Bartenders obviously all wore masks, although you feel like a real dick.
No, that's
When
kind of like
you're
what I
not
went to
wearing a
at.
mask?
I was at Grandview Cafe right before I came over here. It was the same situation.
Yeah.
but I mean they had like plexiglass, like
Mhm.
everybody.
See,
I was in the
Yeah,
very
I know,
corner,
It's so weird.
and I had a plexiglass panel from the people beside me. So
It's so
I mean,
weird.
It's
I
weird.
mean,
yeah,
Sam,
for sure.
last year at this time, I was about
we weren't
to go
doing
get
anything
COVID.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably had COVID.
No, I had it. I swear to God, I got it.
I'm
didn't
almost.
get it.
I got it February 22nd.
I think he got it.
Yeah, Sam
You,
believes me.
you don't think he got it?
No.
No.
Doesn't matter. It
I
doesn't
think
matter.
he got it.
we could have that debate. It doesn't matter. It was a year ago. It doesn't matter. I think
It seems like such a long time ago. Though.
Yeah.
it is
Remember we
long
were
time
doing
ago.
lockdown live streams in my basement?
in March.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have a
May.
fundamental shift in societal norms. It's kind of what you just brought up,
Yeah.
and I think I don't think we're going back to like normal behavior for years.
It's going to take a while, but I can't wait until this is done. We can
I
just
agree.
go to a restaurant or a bar and just
Yo,
eat
I
normal.
really miss going to restaurants
Me
and
too.
bars. Like, and not that I did it that much, but it's really nice to just have a nice night, have a nice date night,
Or what about just like
go out.
what about just like hanging out with people and not having to worry?
Hanging out with people is another thing. I mean, we're doing illegal things right now per COVID standards, but we're all pretty safe.
Not you.
Yeah, Sam.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm joking.
Nobody does anything. We're not
I know,
like
I know.
you know, we're not like
your work from
Everybody's
home.
working
I've
from
been
home.
working from home. I've been hanging out with one person for the
I know.
last 7 months, pretty much.
Have you had any COVID scares?
I don't think so.
Like you like I haven't either. Where like
No,
I came
no,
into
no.
contact with somebody who had it.
No. I really
I haven't
haven't
either. I mean,
Yeah.
part of that is we both work from home and we see nobody.
This is hilarious.
It helps a lot.
Mission Control says, "Bro, our strip club's here in plastic sheets over the bar, and you can't touch the girls on stage. But you
So
can
what's
do a
the point of going there?
But you can do a private dance, but they wear gloves and masks.
No way. Yeah, I'm with Sam. Just
What's the point?
just save your money and go
Yeah,
when this is
Suck
over.
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy that those strip clubs are even open right now. But hey,
Yeah.
people got to work, man.
I know.
People gotta work.
People gotta work. I get it.
I mean, it's one thing when you're like, hey, we're gonna shut you down for 8 weeks. It's another thing when like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
you cannot work for 12 months. And like, dude, I mean, that's like enforcing poverty on people. I mean, I don't know how you get around that.
How you get
other
ar-
than just print money.
yeah,
but
no,
even
you
that,
have to print money.
like
That's
the
only-
government best
You can't,
case
though.
best case scenario is going to give people what $2,000 in a year. Best case scenario. Hopefully, people are getting PPP loans and they're getting their salaries paid. But like,
Well, that's what we hope for the strip clubs, right?
yeah, I know. That's what, I know. You got to let people work on some level. You have to.
Yeah.
If you're not going to let people work, you just have to give them money. Otherwise,
Yeah,
like,
no.
what
If
are you
you're gonna
do?
if you're gonna shut them down, you got to give them money.
just gotta give
Ideally,
money,
that
yeah.
would be the idea.
Otherwise,
yeah.
what, they're just going to starve. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know a way around it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
All right, what else we have to talk? We've been going 2 hours.
Hey, can we
Yes.
talk about these frameworks here?
What?
What frameworks?
No, these.
Oh
things.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's pretty sick.
How are they working?
Great.
So this is.
I've been
Sam.
like adjusting this thing the whole time.
You gotta
I'm,
stop
like,
touching it.
wondering.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah,
It's
be
fine.
careful.
Sam, you sound great.
Well, thank you.
No, it was time. No, obviously they're so expensive. We only bought 2.
That's okay,
So
but
when
they
guests
look
come-
nice.
They're nice, and the
They
mics
look
actually-
cool.
The best is you can talk like
They
that.
look-
Yeah, you can get back like this.
They
and
look
you
really
still- you
quality,
still sound
too.
great. Yeah, they're super expensive.
I would say you're talking right here. I can hear you very
Yeah,
well
yeah.
here.
Yeah, these
Same
are
with
awesome.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're awesome.
All right.
But
it's-
these were great. They got us through COVID.
they got us through like a year and a half of.
You guys had these for a while.
for a while.
They're not bad.
Those were $250 each for the
The mic
mic,
and the stand.
and the headphones.
They're good.
They're good.
They're good. Yeah.
You sound good, honestly. But it was time, and we like, honest to God, it makes the experience
Yeah.
of listening to this better when you
Yeah.
have better
It's
audio.
so clear.
It's good. Good.
And I think people deserve at least,
Yeah.
for us not to sound like total shit.
I can agree with that, folks.
Yeah.
But those mics, they got us through some good times.
They got us-
They're not bad.
Sam, if we
Not bad.
were to go backpacking,
we had to.
if we were to go backpacking 2 weeks from now, where would you want to go? And
All right.
let's buy us going,
yeah,
going
yeah.
somewhere new.
This is the last topic here. All right,
Let me
all right.
Last topic.
let me give you some ideas, because we're obviously going to go with a hot tent, and we need
Yes.
Can we please go with the hot
Yes.
tent?
We will.
Because I've not
Yeah.
been.
If it's in the
And-
next 2 weeks,
and
definitely.
we need a solid 2 to 3 hours of setup.
You're not
and
doing high
process.
miles, and ideally go
Are
somewhere.
we
where
really
it is
staying up
good.
for 3
Yes.
hours?
Yes.
No.
Boy.
You need to burn the stove for that long before you get a good
We need
coal
coals.
bed.
If that counts, then okay. All right.
That
So,
counts.
all right. So,
So we're going
He-
to our favorite campsite. It's Vesuvius.
okay.
Do you think that site we went to would be good with the hot tent? There's tons of wood.
Why wouldn't it be good?
It's a good point. It would.
Yeah, it's a great site. So I had another idea. So going with the other weekend, I was in Seven Springs, and I couldn't.
a high pile.
I couldn't help but think about Ohio Pile and the other half of the Laurel Highlands Trail.
Yeah.
We've discussed that. I
I know,
so
but it's not
I've
with the
done
hot
it.
tent though,
I've done
because
it
they
all.
have
No,
shelters
No,
there.
and you just go stupid light there. 'cause
Yeah,
that
you
would
can
be
go
the
stupid
shelters.
light if you want, because there's shelters, or you can bring
So
the tent.
did I tell you the story when I called them? Not last fall, but the fall before, because I had this idea. I was like, so we've done.
No, go
We've
ahead.
done. This group has done, I think, 40 or 50 miles of the Laurel
Something
Highlands.
like that,
I've done
yeah.
the other part.
I've done the whole thing.
Oh, you have? All
Yeah.
right. Well, or
We-
forget that then.
No, but we even done it together.
Okay.
But it was the winter, and I called the service that ran our shuttle the time we did it, and I was like, "Hey, you guys running in the winter? Like, my buddies we were going to come out there," and they're like, "Listen, we run in the winter, but literally, we've run like 6 groups of people out there, and every single group of people has had to call
They
in."
come back.
Yep. And so we just don't recommend it, and then it, and then we never ended up doing it.
So let's.
But
bring
I would
that-
do it in the winter.
All right. So I'm thinking about it. So this is the middle of February right now.
But
Yeah.
the problem
Yeah,
is
yeah.
if
2
if
weeks from now, we're March.
yeah.
I know it's going to warm up to the
But-
40s,
but-
but
No,
But
it's
March
not going
up
to be in the
there, it's
40s.
going to be rough.
It's not going to be the 40s.
I
in 2
know.
weeks.
I'm saying the 40s.
It was. It's
It's like
literally
it's
like
going to be
8
winter
degrees.
It's going to be winter
gonna be winter
backpacking
backpacking.
in March. So
Yeah.
So where do we want to go?
That's why I asked that. So I
Alright,
opened the
yeah.
conversation.
Alright.
And let's go somewhere we've never been before.
So
Please,
yeah,
God.
that's what I'm thinking. All right. So we've been to a lot of the good areas, like in the radius around Ohio.
But there are areas
We-
we haven't been.
So-
there are
so-
areas in Pennsylvania.
I'm thinking of
There are
Pennsylvania.
areas
I'm
in
thinking of
Michigan.
Michigan.
I'm going to throw this out there. I'm
Ooh.
going to throw this out there.
Yeah,
We need late March, but still hot tenable.
it's gonna be cold.
Dowry sods.
Nope. I'm saying late March when the melt starts happening, but it's still cold. Cranberry. And you get some fishing in on the
I
cranberry.
hope the McKelvey brothers are.
I want to fish so bad out
pretty
on
fun.
one of these
Yeah,
trails.
it's
fun.
Just it's like
Sam, you remember walking down the Cranberry River.
Or-
And
or
people
the
were like,
Cranberry
"Oh,
River,
it's
yeah,
trout."
yeah,
And
yeah.
then
They
we-
were all,
yeah,
they
then we-
have like a great time.
Yeah.
They're like
And then-
catching these gargantuan fish.
Yeah, but Andy and I went back and nobody caught anything. Just
Yeah,
tiny
yeah,
little
I was
brook
like,
Yeah.
it was just almost comical because we were on the river. Go ahead.
Nicholas Harley says y'all should do Big South Fork in East Tennessee.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's been on the. Yeah, we've never been there. Yes,
I want to stay
definitely.
at that.
We're gonna stay at
That
the
might-
Share Creek.
Are you
Share
th-
Creek
like
Lodge.
maybe in March?
Yeah,
That'd be fun. Yeah,
stay at Share
sometime
Creek
in
Lodge.
March.
that's only 6 hours.
I down there. It
Sam,
should be
and
okay.
We could always go back to the Smokies.
Smokies is good.
Smokies is
By the
good.
way, that I didn't know about that trip. So how was I?
Did you watch the video?
Did you watch the video?
Yeah,
Sam?
I watched the video.
Then you don't need to ask us that.
I know it was kind of a mixed bag of stuff. 'cause,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you went down there, but
Yeah,
Um,
it's beautiful.
but I mean, I'm saying like late March in Tennessee might be a little more fun.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Big South Fork is like right by the Smokies.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you want to discuss? We've done 2 hours. That's pretty solid.
No, I'm going to discuss our setups. I'm going to discuss our future
There's
plans.
Seneca Creek, West Virginia. That's another good one.
What about
There's a lot of comments.
East Coast?
Just
like
Virginia.
East Coast. Yeah,
That's not
yeah. I'm
East
talking
Coast.
about like Virginia, a little
Not
bit
even
south
close
of.
to East Coast.
How much further can we get?
The Virginia Triple Crown. We almost did that last year. Yeah. Someone asked, have we ever used a backpacking hand line for fishing? I don't think so, actually. We've definitely brought them before. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's just like
You
fishing
just
line.
string up your.
Yeah, it's super light.
I'm sure
You
it
can bring
is.
it in like a little.
You
We
just
have
string up your
you know,
your
and-
meat there.
no. Well, so Andy brought like a film. Remember when you could like use film, like film canisters, film.
Yeah.
He brought one of those and put line and hooks in it.
That's all I did. You just
Uh-huh.
strung fish
String
up on it.
Yep. Well, you catch fish on it.
We
and then-
we have to catch them. All right.
But we never actually ended up fishing in that trip. Manistee River, which we talked about.
But it's closed. I think
The fishing was closed when we
Yeah.
were going to go there.
that'd be fun.
All right, what else? Yeah, Big South Fork
Tennessee
is
be
very
fun.
nice. The Buckeye Trail. Central PA, yeah. There's a bunch of stuff in Pennsylvania that we haven't hit before. All right.
I like how in your bathroom you have hand sanitizer, hand soap, and Mio.
I'm down here all day, man.
Caffeinated Mio. Yeah.
No, honestly, I have my workout set up there, so when I'm refilling my water in the
Yeah.
bathroom, I put Mio in it.
Yeah, you need those
Hey,
electrolytes.
yeah, dude. When you go to the bathroom, don't you want a fresh squirt of Mio?
No.
All right, people.
All right, it's late.
It's
go to
late.
bed.
Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Thank
It's
you
Saturday
for
night.
joining
Yeah.
us. Sam, thanks for coming.
Yeah,
It was fun.
Sam.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
This is always fun.
We love talking about Bigfoot.
Yeah, I think this was. I
wanna get back on the trail
we
soon.
actually did. Did you like the format of us having a central topic to discuss?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was good.
It was good.
It just
Yeah.
makes it a little bit easier.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I think we'll do that some more. All right.
Everybody, thanks for
Thank you.
joining
We're
us
back
on
on
Saturday.
track.
I appreciate everybody following us along.
Go subscribe to our other channel and rate us on iTunes.
Rate us on iTunes.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
All right.
All right.